Okay, I think everything is live. Excellent. Alrighty. Alright, so a lot of people come in, but I guess if you're watching the video on demand later on, kind of a weird day. Kind of a weird day. No Organization 13 announcement, even though it's the 13th, breaking a streak of, I guess it's been 13 months, somewhat ironically, of having Organization 13 events. So none of that. The High Score Challenge is another one of those weird ones, another one of the revamped ones that doesn't offer any sort of a medal or anything, it's just exists. I did a few runs before just to build out a spreadsheet. Oh, I built out a spreadsheet, by the way. If you guys don't know, I used to when I was less lazy, I used to make spreadsheets for like completing the High Score Challenge, so you could keep track of your score. And I made another one here, so it's, if you go on my Discord, which should be in the description of this video, but it's in the description of every other video if not. Click the resources tab and then you will find this here. Yeah, last story update was fun. I actually want to talk about it with you guys today because I've seen 2 different translations of it, and I'm sort of waiting for a third and trying to decipher it from that. And I'm losing frames. Why? As far as I know, Kingdom Hearts Inside hasn't translated it yet, but they're basically the one I'm waiting on. I never ever dropped frames streaming this way before, but looks like I'm losing them now, so I might have to retake the stream down. Oh no, looks like we're fine. Oh, no, they're coming back up again. For fuck's sake, man. Only saw Everglow so far. Might be good, might be good. Alright, sorry if there's a little hiccup then. Yeah, so long story short, I've got a... Yeah, I don't know what it was doing just then, but it should be fine now. I think it's gonna be okay now. I'll close this, just in case. Anyway, how you guys going? Skips an arrow trading copycat metal have EA grounds. Well, you accidentally skipped over aerial. Oops, that's rough. So, the plan of today is I'll do some high score challenge runs, and again, if you guys want this spreadsheet, just go on the resources tab, go pick it up. It's obviously not too complicated. I just did a 0% run and ended up with like 28-ish million, which, as of right now, I think puts me at top 4,000. Yeah, so obviously less than 24 hours in, the score's gonna drop a lot, but it's such a bizarre high score challenge. Like some draw tickets, which I guess is nice, but the top ranks get 50, I believe, so 5 pulls, and everywhere in between is going to get effectively 1 multi-pull. A couple moon gems, which is nice, but just random skills, like attack boost 3 max. What? Attack boost 4 max? I don't really understand. High score challenges in the past would really incentivize you to go ahead and do a crap ton of pulls on them because, you know, you get an exclusive medal, but 5 multis worth of draw tickets is not a huge incentive for the big players, surely, who already have the things they want. I don't know, man. I don't know if they kind of get the point of a high score challenge. Anyway, we'll do that, but in the meantime, what I wanted to talk about was this new story update, and me oh my, what an update it was. So, I've got Everglow's one up here, as well as our own good personal translator, Ryuji, and his interpretation of it. And usually all the translators more or less line up on the translations, but they all seem to agree that Brain's way of speaking is cheeky bastard, is just extremely hard to translate, like extremely difficult to translate, and because of that, people are disagreeing a lot on what is being said. I'm not going to put out my story video until I'm pretty happy about what I'm actually talking about, in case it immediately gets proven wrong. I'd rather not have that happen, so at the very least... Hey guys, how you doing? Andrew, Red Ranger, and all the rest of you guys that keep jumping in. At the very least, I'm going to wait for Kingdom Hearts Insider to put up their translation, because I think they have a... I know Gold Panda is the one that works on it mainly, but I don't know if he has help or not. I'm not too sure. What if Vanitas is the darkness? Yeah, it's a pretty popular theory, and I think it does hold some water, but I don't know. I guess we'll see. Point is, this last bit here, they're talking about like future worlds and all this sort of nonsense, and I think I have a grasp of what's going on, but I can't put out a video confidently saying, hey, this is what's up, when I definitely don't, and I'm really just relying on a fan translation, as much as I appreciate the fan translations, and as much as I'm not talking down to them at all. Jesus Christ, I can't imagine trying to do this in the place of, you know, with basically the entire community looking over your shoulder going, hey, what's that about? Anyway, so I think we're going to go ahead and watch Everglow's interpretation of this cutscene. And I'm just going to give my comments on it, because I think, and again, with no disrespect, because I can't imagine how difficult this is, and it's not even him that does it, he has someone else that provides translations for him, but he does an awesome job editing the video. He did exactly say, I am darkness, I know, but there's been red herrings in the series before, so... Again, it's a good theory, I just don't necessarily know if it's 100% correct. Or if it's a red herring or not. Anyway, we're gonna watch this. Let's mute my thing here real quick. Alright, strap in, boys and girls. I did one run so far at 0%, and I'm on like top 4,000 right now, so that was just 0% just to get baseline figures for the spreadsheet, and then I'll go from there. But, in the meantime... I'm just going to try to figure this out, so I want you guys' opinions. Now this I can figure out. Because even Google Translate helped me out with this, so... They run in. Can everyone else see our Cherokee? I start to wonder sometimes. Alright, so here's the first part I have a problem with. First up. Okay, so... Metal charts, it might be a little bit until I do that, just because I want to update them with like updated strength values as well, now that they're apparently more relevant than ever, and it's not like a true representation if I'm not including additional 3,000 strength. So the way Ryuji translated that, he was talking about, Brain is talking about that our character shouldn't be getting in here, but whatever, situation's dire, who cares, not that other things from the outside shouldn't be able to break into the control room. So again, it's the sort of thing where I don't know, like, I'm not going to confidently put in a video, this is what's happening, until we can figure that out for sure. Like Ryuji's like, hopefully you guys can see that, it'll be a bit smaller. Starters, he couldn't come in here. I think he means he shouldn't come in here, but anyway, let's keep going. Probably don't blame you, man. Because then he immediately jumps right back to being, well, he's here, whatever, and it's already complicated enough. Let's just get back to it simply. So before the Keyblade War happens... Now, I think this is another thing right here that's really a mess. And again, not blaming anyone here, but... So before the Keyblade War happened, and I think what they're saying is before the Keyblade War happened in Daybreak Town, they were developing worlds from the future in the Book of Prophecies. So rearrange that sentence a little bit. He's talking about the Disney worlds, I think. He's talking about, hey, the Data Agrabah world, the Data Wonderland, this, that, and the other. I think that's what he's on about. Not that Daybreak Town itself is a world from the future, but it could still be. I think each of those books is meant to represent a Disney world, I think. And I want you guys' opinions here. Tell me what you think. I don't know. Right, so it's saying that later on, once none of the new Union leaders has a copy of the Book of Prophecies, which is the original thing meant to create the illusionary Disney worlds. Fuck, this is so awful, man. Nomura, seriously, there's an easier way of going, we want our characters to run around Disney worlds, but we want it to be a prequel as well. There's an easy way of doing this. Jesus Christ, dude. Yeah, Andrew, exactly. Exactly. And to be fair, I was kind of right, because it's exactly what they talk about here, like a real one and a data one overlapping with each other. I was actually spot on. Emily, thank you. Someone's got to do it, man. Someone's got to have the insanity to really try and dig in through the weeds here. But alright. what I think he's trying to say is that it's because of the Book of Prophecies originally that we could visit the data worlds, the Disney worlds in Kingdom Hearts Key. And what Brain's trying to say is that they knew the Keyblade War was going to happen, and that the new Union leaders weren't going to have the Book of Prophecies to maintain those illusionary worlds. So they made data versions of the worlds so that they would still connect to Daybreak Town, and the wielders could still visit them in the data Daybreak Town. Ugh, awful. It's so needlessly complicated. Christ. Man. I don't even know what that's supposed to mean. This town would look like a world from the past. I don't know if that's right or not. Like, Ryuji's translation is so different from that. This world will look like a world, because that implies that... No, I don't think that's right. I don't think what he's saying there is right. And I'm going to say it 1,000 times. I'm not blaming anyone here. This sounds like a friggin' nightmare to translate. I honestly, I pity the official translators. Ryuji seems to say that this data version of Daybreak Town had a link to a world that didn't exist in the previous Daybreak Town. Blah. And Ven basically says, oh, can we get to that world? And something about a gate or a portal that opened up to it that just sort of exists in there. I don't know what he means by the world spreading out further and further. I don't know. Okay, if you're just joining us now, basically, this is the latest update that went live in JP 2 days ago. And effectively, it's ludicrously difficult to translate. From what people have been saying. So again, I've got 2 different translations of it so far, and I'm trying to do like pick the bits that make sense out of each of the ones that I got to put together my story recap video. But I might just leave this part out and do like its own separate part once I can figure this shit out. Shadow, you're not the only one. I'm pretty confused too. Seriously. I'm trying to make like an easy, simple to understand explanation of it, and this video has just like literally come and kicked me in the this quest has come and kicked me in the dick, basically. Like, trying to explain this, sucker. Like, I'm trying, but I don't know how I'm gonna do it. Let's keep going. Hey guys, how you doing? Shadow 420 Johnson. Yeah, so both Ryuji and Everglow say the same thing here. The Keyblade War caused all the worlds to become scattered. Okay, fine, I guess. Even though we can still go to all of them in our quests, but fine, whatever. Oh, if you want Ryuji's translation, by the way, he did a good job, and I'll link it to you guys. Lemon, yeah, you might very well be right. I also want to see what they have to say, because obviously I have no idea what's being said. I have no Japanese translation experience whatsoever, because I'm not fluent. I have no understanding of the language, so I'm relying 100% on other people translating it for me. Gary Oak himself has joined us, thank you. But it's sort of like, if I have an idea of what they're saying as well, it might help me piece together the clearer picture. We'll see. So still haven't seen the Keyblade showing up in KHUx. Well, that's a theory that I have as well, but we'll get to that. Yeah, Andrew, so the issue is that if people are watching this like a year from now and they just want to get the whole story of Union Cross, I don't want them to run into like my theories. But saying that, at the end of the last video, I went on a tangent about how Cena hasn't caught us up yet. Imagine if we saw this from in back cover. Yeah, can you imagine? That'd be sweet. But they would have had to have made like 3D versions of Agrabah and Wonderland and all the worlds. Hey Badge, how you doing? Brand new streamer on the block. Badger out here. It's good stuff the other day, man. I liked it a lot. What did that say? Yeah, Ryuji's part's pretty different here. And again, I'm not saying one's wrong and one's right. I just think it must be really difficult to translate. See, he explains here that all the Dandelion went from the real Daybreak Town into the data one. So even though Master Ava says, hey, you're going to be going into a world made of dreams in back cover, she literally says, going into a world made of dreams. Apparently that's a data world now, not a dream world. I think the more I got bored of the entire concept of dream worlds, because we have a Chirithy right next to us, a Dream Eater. And this must have been around the time the Kingdom Hearts 3D was, well, just a bit after Kingdom Hearts 3D came out. You know, which is full of bloody Dream Eaters and Dream Worlds. And he's like, oh, dream worlds. That's the new hotness. That's the new hotness. And I think he just got bored of it. I think he just got so bored of it, and he's just moved on to data worlds again. His bloody pet project from RE Coder that never took off. So here we go. He says very clearly, we went to a data world when we left, when we bailed before the Keyblade War happened. We jumped inside a data world. Andrew, this is the thing, isn't it? I mean, maybe, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Our character used to dream constantly, right? He would dream she would dream every night, and a little dream meter would watch over us and be like, "Oh, don't do that." And FM would communicate to us from our dream. Memories interpreted to be dream data. Okay. Okay. Run with that. So what, like, there's a machine being used in our dreams and recreating the memories of those dreams into data as a data world? Awful. It's so awful. Let's keep going. Just quiet you. Even though Brain just said we're in a data world, and he's like, which one are we in? And then FM is like, the real world. That doesn't make sense. So I don't think the translation's right there. Basically saying that we're in like a hybrid of both worlds at the moment here. Andrew, but he sort of grew his own heart, right? That was the point of the later games. That he would, all the nobodies would kind of grow back their own hearts. Oh, God. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. They basically, like, downloaded Roxas, didn't he? Which sort of makes sense. Oh, boy. My sort of theory is, we still don't know if the original Keyblade War that we saw was the real deal. Exactly, prop, exactly. I don't know why I give a shit about this, but like I'm down the rabbit hole now. I'm like, I'm the guy explaining Union Cross, and it's like, oh shit, what have I got myself into? I know, wouldn't you believe it, Hidemiki. Might be a Hidemiki around here. This doesn't make sense either. Like he's like, oh shit, don't send Ephema, but send Ephema and character together. What? Alright, then we volunteer. Fine, whatever. And then we open up this glitchy ass portal, and in we hop through a series of tubes into Game Central Station. It's like, okay, fine. And where do we go from there then? So, if all of Union Cross potentially exists, inside Grand Central Station, which it doesn't necessarily, but maybe. Wishing to be famous. How you doing? What's that, prop? And then the bloody Darkling talks at one point. Because why not? My issue is that there are Emblem Heartless here as well. If this is truly the past, there shouldn't be any Emblem Heartless around. There just shouldn't be any. But there very clearly are Emblem Heartless around. So, who knows what's going on. Pop out. And wouldn't you know it. Looks like we're like reverse wielding there for a second. Did that Heartless use reflect? Yeah, one of them does. Yeah, if you guys haven't seen this, it's pretty sweet. Thank you, bro. It's very helpful. This one. Yeah, so this one will reflect back all power type attacks too. Presumably even your supernovas, so careful. Your debuffs and debuffs will still apply to you. But okay, so we pop out in-game central station. Wouldn't you know it? Ta-da. And what will we find? There's no way in hell they're gonna have a bunch of licensed characters in there. It'll be the stuff unique to, yeah, there was Hero's Duty, the Sugar Rush, and Fix It Felix, I suppose, if that. And there'll be some reason why all the licensed characters, oh, no one's here right now, it's just me and Ralph. If you pause on the right frame, you can see a game. When it first zooms out, isn't it Hero's Duty? Like immediately to the left? Yeah, Hero's Duty. Right up top there. Top right. So, I imagine, like, as a gameplay map, we'll be able to enter in that door. I don't think it shows any of the other ones. At least not, like, visibly. The way it's all sort of roped off around this area makes me think, maybe, at some point in the future we'll get to explore different areas, maybe, but... yeah, we'll see. So all these areas here are like, it's a power board, right? It's a power board, and all these little things are, what do you call it? Like sockets being plugged into by an arcade cabinet, and that's how they can get on up to the arcades. So did we pop out of one of those? Because it kind of looks like we did. That's a little doorway. So are we like in Ansem's computer plugged into the same power board that all these other arcade cabinets are plugged into, or something? Awful, man. Awful. I think I might leave this part out and just release the story video as is right now, unless they decide to catch us up real quick. Exactly, why not, right? Why not? Yeah, it's pretty rough, man. It's pretty rough. Alright. So, just before we start the high school challenge, we were being caught up in the story for a bit. We were being caught up a little bit. So I've been keeping track for a little while of the releases, and we got our regular one in the middle of the month in January, and then we got it slightly earlier the next month. So it took about 3 and a bit weeks to get the next one, and then 2 weeks after that we got 2 in a row, and then immediately 2 weeks after that we got that sort of glitch happened, in which every single time you tried to enter the story mode, the entire game crashed, and people that had already completed quest 845 were having quest 846 displayed on the main menu in that ranking system. I think they were trying to catch us up, and they stuffed up, I think, because then it took them over a month to get the next update out, and it was back to 1 again. I don't know if... And like, okay, like, let's say hypothetically, we get 2 updates on that week, 2 updates the 2 weeks after that, 2 updates 2 weeks after that. We would be caught up literally perfectly in time to enter Grand Central Station at the same time as JP. If that had hypothetically happened. And surely that would have been the case. Like, that would have been... I don't know, can you imagine how much goodwill they would have gotten if we'd gotten a new world at the same time as they did? It would have been freaking awesome. I wonder what sort of Keyblade we'll get. I don't know, do you reckon 01 will finally make an appearance? Who knows, right? Or some other data-related Keyblade, or a unique Keyblade that's never been seen in the series before. That'd be pretty sweet. But, yeah, also like what type it's going to be. Maybe reverse-based, another tricolor blade. If they make it a single-color blade, then that would imply there are 2 more single-color blades coming. Hey, Dan, how you doing? Alright, let's play some video games, huh? Alright, so... I haven't done any pulls except for the one that I did last night with you guys, so Lemon, yeah, you're probably right. I sort of wanted to, like, wrap it up as they're all ascending the tower, and finish off with they're in the tower after the next world, and that, like, that be one part. Because basically everything that happens today happens in, like, one day. But, oh well, I guess I can live without it being in that, as part of that, I suppose. Okay, well, it's a dark version of Aristos. For sure, yeah, I mean, like 4 reverse slots, but kind of cool different ones, apart from just, like, I don't know. I think, like, more reverse version of Starlight would be pretty sweet, because this is, like, 4 upright, 1 reverse. It's, like, 4 reverse, 1 upright. Get some cool buffers out the front. It'd be kind of nice, The only medals that I have are... Okay, so the one free pull that we got, I took that, and then I went ahead and bought 1 trait medal from one of the avatar boards. I just grabbed, like, the Guardian Sora trait medal, so I have 26% there. Sort by score, you're full. Bonk. Okay, so theoretically I can run with a few percent here, but I'm probably not going to, just because I won't be able to complete it if I actually do. Gonna dip since I haven't been playing Union Cross lately. No worries, no worries. Thank you though. I hope they make the Frozen Keyblade. Potentially. It'd be kind of easy, right? Like, it already exists. Gonna do some pulls on the new banner. I don't know. I mean, I've got enough to do 2 mercies on it, but I kind of feel like an idiot every time I pull. $145. Oh, unbelievable. Unbe-freaking-believable. Alright. Yeah, whatever. Put a Supernova Riku replica, and from only 2 traits I had from him, we got EA and Grounds. Nicely done. And double strength for you, Malusha. Hell freaking yes. That's amazing, dude. Well done. Andrew, yeah, you're not right. You're not wrong. I mean, I'm happy I got this at least out of it, but it's the same sort of thing. Like, I'm not going to pull to do well in this high score challenge. Like, Andrew, yeah, but I'm not going to pull if I'm not going to Mercy, and I'm not going to Mercy in the non-VIP banners, so there's not much of a point, you know? Like, if I'm going to pull, I'm going to pull to Mercy something. Like, I would love to have one of these 3 new medals, don't get me wrong, I'd love that. But I don't think it's worth it, you know? Like, this deal is meant to be shitty, it's meant to be a bad deal. It's meant to pale in comparison to this good deal up top here. And again, I feel like a moron whenever I spend it. Where did Brain get all those computers? I feel like that was the, well, it's not Brain's tower, right? It's the Foretellers, and more importantly, the Master of Masters tower. I feel like it's his control room. And Brain's is sort of chilling out in it. Never pulling in a grey banner. Fair enough. Honestly, that's what they want you to do. Where is the incentive for free-to-play to pull? There is none. Yeah, like we talked about, there is none. And I feel like a moron pulling on any of these banners. I feel like I'm just throwing jewels in the bin. Oh, speaking of that though, we actually can throw some jewels in the bin if we want to see some pulls. So I have a second account, don't I? Which I haven't done any. Hey, Devon? I haven't done any ticket pulls in this this one either. So, yep. Hey Andrew, thank you. Appreciate it, man. Better know who you're saving up for. Waiting for a Dark Aqua. That would be pretty sweet. That would be pretty friggin' sweet, wouldn't it? But we're getting towards Kingdom Hearts 3 Endgame in terms of medals and character medals, so as good as all these guys are, it kind of makes sense that the next ones would be better. Like, this is one of Sora's forms, and how many does he have in Kingdom Hearts 3? Like, 5 or 6? Including Rage form? Thanks, Andrew. Appreciate it, man. Data World's in Union Cross, the same Data World that Ansem sent Roxas into. In as much as it's part of the Datascape, but Roxas was sent to a data version of Twilight Town. Now the question is, are those data worlds linked together? Can you have more than one data version of a world? I mean, I feel like you kind of could, but what I'm getting at is the like Data Agrabah and Wonderland that Sora visits in RE Coded, the same Data Agrabah, the same Data Wonderland that we visit in this game. I really, really, really wonder about that. If they're going to pull some sort of ass pull later on of like, oh yeah, all the worlds are linked together, all the data worlds are linked together, that's why Sora can just like wander off from, you know, Data Agrabah into Data Wonderland, the same way that we kind of can. I wonder if they're going to do that sort of thing. But we'll see. We shall see. I had the second account that I used for doing some counting stuff. So we can do pulls on that if you guys want to see pulls. But I'm not pulling to... Is that we have no RA coded medals. Well, how would you tell the difference? You'd have Data Sora, which looks just like Kingdom Hearts 1 Sora. And nothing else happens in that game, really. Like, all the characters are just the Kingdom Hearts 2 models, so... Nothing really happens that would show off any difference. It's like Riku Replica and Kingdom Hearts 1 Evil Riku. Like, you can... The same character, basically. I think that must be a rights issue. You mean Tron as in like data worlds, or as in like medals? Any coded medals in key? I don't believe so. Cards rather, yeah, I don't believe so, but I could be wrong. Someone could easily tell me that I'm wrong. And I believe it. Oh, those Meowwow boards must be the worst thing ever. 3,000 jewels for 3 tier 9 Meowwows. Not even enough to evolve one medal. That's bloody terrible. That's absolutely awful. So yeah, this account should have a decent bit of jewels waiting for it. Woohoo! 10k, boy. Hey, Scarf, how you doing? I don't know, I think it's a rights issue. I don't think they're like, they mustn't be allowed to use them. Key was a dream world, KHUx's data. I think that's probably it, yeah. I still don't necessarily think we've seen the original Keyblade War. The only issue is though, like that, the Keyblade War we saw seems to, well, rather the Kingdom Hearts that we know, all seems to be descendant from that Keyblade War. So is that like, is everything we know just in a big dream? Or a big data world? Like, I don't know, I don't want to think about it, it's just awful. It's so needlessly complicated. I think I have like a shitload of tickets. I know, I probably will. I probably will. This account that I literally never use. Oh, we can pull over the limit. Yes, we can pull over the limit, boys. Yippee-ki-yay. Oh, it's such sweet relief, thank God. Do a free pull here, do a free pull there, why not? Exactly, we still haven't seen the Keyblade, I know. I feel like the original Keyblade War should have involved the Keyblade. I got a whole video about it that I never ended up releasing, but basically, look at the 7 stars on this bloody medal, on this pull. I hate this account. I hate it. I hate this account. Why? Why? Why does it get the best stuff? That was a free goddamn pull. I didn't get one 7-star on my free pull. This account is just love and life. Look at all these 7 stars. It's just outrageous. Yeah, you know, just have a key out 19. I know, I swear to God they rigged this account. They just know somehow. I'm seriously afraid to do these ticket pulls. I'm honestly afraid because it's like, Christ, it's gonna be good stuff. I just know it's gonna be good stuff. Here we go. But at least he uses that account right. I never use this account. Ever, 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 ever. Imagine Ven gets frozen in the first Keyblade War too. He rolled an EA 120. Of course he did. Lucky bugger. I didn't get a single Supernova in 450 tickets. This piece of shit account gets 2 in 2 pulls. Fuck this game, man. I hate it. I hate it, man. This game exists to piss me off, I swear to Christ. Alright, let's get the wrong one playing music right now. Let's have this one playing music. Shit's sake, dude. Let's go again. No, I believe it. It's not ridiculous at all. This is exactly what's meant to happen. Here we go again. More 7 stars. What's it going to be this time? We're definitely getting a Montesaura. We're definitely getting it. Look at all these traits. 3 trait medals in a pool. That's heavy. Dupless, yeah. That's the very first thing he says, is that the initial worlds they go to are all illusions. Which I guess... that might still be true. How do you use Supernova in battle? When you're playing, there'll be a little... you can't see my mouse. At the top right, there's like a little blue orb. Basically, hold down the orb, and then... okay, it's like up here. Pretty much where it says use 1 draw ticket, a little bit to the right of that. Hold down the button, and then pick the supernova you want to use, and then release, and it'll fire off that supernova. I think we're going to run out of storage again pretty soon, but... 2 supernovas so far. 3 Xehanauts. 2 Xehanauts, 3 Malushas, and 2 KHUx 20s. Had no idea how to use them. Still found a way to complain. For a second there. For a second there I thought. For a hot minute it might have been. Roll the pet trait. Alright, sure. Let's roll KHUx 20, you know, why not? I hate this game. I hate this game. Oh god. Alright. Yoink. Wait. Yeah. We don't actually visit any real... woo! Okay, that's good. At least we know. At least you know there's shit traits to be had still. That's fine. Can't have all the good luck. So, this game is allegedly set in the past, right? So we can't... the worlds we visit, I think, we're just going there to farm light. It really doesn't make a whole lot of sense, man. I don't blame you for not understanding. Riku was a 7-star. Hey, cheers, Red. Tell me about it, man. Tell me about it. Another... Stained glass one, not bad. Okay, okay, here's my problem, is that they keep, like, changing the story. Oh, damn it. They keep changing the story as they go along, I think. Can you imagine if they had EA 120? I'd switch accounts in a heartbeat. Not really, but... at a certain point, it would make sense for me to switch accounts. What? Dan wasn't asking, was it? It was someone else. The worlds were like... I think the worlds were illusions in Key, is what they're trying to say. Potentially. Potentially. Everything is data in Union Cross. Everything is a data recreation in Union Cross. Usually if you defeat Heartless, the hearts are released when it cogs, they release locks. Exactly, yeah. I don't think we've ever defeated a real Heartless in this game. Apart from maybe the Darklings. If they count as Heartless, which, yeah. They sort of do, they sort of don't. That's what I'm waiting on. I'm waiting on Kingdom Hearts Insider for their final version, yeah. And then I'll go from there. With, of course. Then I'll go from there with making a video. It's too much, man. It's just too much. Didn't I just get one of him? What did I get? Right, I got this version of him. Right. 2 totally different medals, kids. Don't you ever forget it. Yeah, but so why are we still collecting Lux now then? Minorly importance. Why are we collecting Lux now? It doesn't make any sense. We should be over that. They got it up. Oh man, really? That's good, we can start watching that. I've literally been refreshing their page pretty consistently for the last 24 hours. No, they don't. Liar. They usually put up their translated version. But they might have just the text translated. I guess we can look there. But not the video portion yet. No, not yet. They've got the cutscene up, but yeah, I thought it'd be nice to you guys and try and stream a bit earlier than my usual. Whenever the daily reset happens, which oh no, I know catches a lot of you guys unaware. What are you gonna do after Kingdom Hearts Union Cross story ends? I might just, you know, get that rope, drop it over the side there. I know that I spent my life looking at a children's game with a guy that is very clearly just making up as he goes along. I don't know. Now I can rest. Because for everyone doesn't... Yeah, I know, but surely they could be like, it's fine, take the day off now. I think at one point there was meant to be something with that Lux in this new world, but... yeah. So I'm just trying to clear up storage space here. I don't know why I'm bothering. I'm not going to use any of these medals ever. I'm never ever going to use this account, but I just can't help myself. I know. I can't help myself. I was already saying it before you typed it. I can't help but min-max this stupid game. Maybe the Disney worlds that we visit in the actual Kingdom Hearts games became real after the Keyblade War. Okay, so look at all these good trades that are happening. Yeah, no, you're right. You are right, minor importance. You're right. But they haven't seemed to question anything else so far. Like, our character's just like, oh, okay. That's what I'm trying to do, is I'm trying to sell them for avatar coins, yeah. What? Well, that's the thing, like, is everyone just assume, oh, the Foretales are taking a break for a while. We haven't seen enemy. And also, we haven't seen half, well, not half, but like, a shitload of our friends have just disappeared off the face of the map. Like, what happened to them? All the people that died in the Keyblade War. Do we just think they just went off to their home planet or something and just didn't come back? Like, what's the logic there? No one noticed that, okay, the Foretales are gone. Oh, and also, like, everything else, like, everyone else has disappeared off the map. Like, well, I don't know what happened to them. Sorry. Don't blame me. Alright, selling everything with 3 dots. Screw guilty. I'm not doing it. Tips on Sephiroth. Getting super unlucky with the 70% threshold. It's consistent. It's... how much health does he have? It's like 875,000 and 375,000. So, when I eventually did it, I did it with that second chance because I got kind of lucky. I don't think we'll be able to guess what will happen in the future. I think about Kingdom Hearts 3 went, nobody saw it coming. Apart from they told us every single thing in the trailers that was going to happen in that game, but that's another time. We'll talk about that. Beyond, I don't think they care. I just think they're going to be like, oh, whatever, it's fine. Don't ask. It's not worth your time. Reconnecting the girl. What? I have a feeling that's Scald, and we're about to do some dumb crap in Union Cross that's gonna like split us all off into different directions. And basically, she's gonna get like flung forward in time. So is Van. So a bunch of different people. Unless we're already forward in time and we don't realize it yet. There's trait medals for days. Look at them all. It's a pretty looking pool. It's a pretty looking pool though. Ending wise. Oh god no. I don't think Nomura knows. That's the problem. I don't think Nomura has a clear vision anymore of where he wants to go with this. I think it's just like the ship's set sail and people are like desperately trying to ride it as it's already going. Just trying to keep it from crashing into things. It's have to make Demix and Lux Swords somebody. Loose Shorts, whatever. Yeah, no, you're not wrong. Evidently they're part of the story too, so at some point they'll have to rock up. This is number... yeah. In Kingdom Hearts Bible. Never explain why Emblem Heartless are in this game. Yeah, I don't think they are. I think the entire time they've been fake. Bien. I don't know, man. You might be right. I don't think so though. But I think we're not as far in the past as the game is telling us that we are. There's so much contradictory shit though. That's the problem. There's so much contradictory shit that is just mind-bending. Hey, extra attack. Why not? Duplis. Yeah, I know. Yeah, you're 100% right. That's the thing. Like, is she still out there somewhere? Like, alive, or has she since died or something? Pokey, how you doing? Yeah, Caleb, I was the same way. So he would either Dark Ball and then Slash, or Dark Ball and then occasionally Dark Ball again. And if I had a defense boost skill, I could tank both Dark Balls and then go from there. But you always, if you can rig it that way and do it enough times, I think he will Dark Ball like every time. And as long as you have enough second chances to survive the times where he does Slash, you could potentially be alright. The data world we're in is just the realm of darkness and time is traveling different. That was my theory for ages. That was my theory when, if we were dreaming, the dreams are... a dreaming world is in the realm of darkness. So time would be moving a shitload faster there. So I thought, okay, the Keyblade War happened, everybody started to dream. That was Kingdom Hearts Key, was a dream. And time's been moving crazy fast in there. And like Ven will get spat out back into the real world. You know, in like a Birth by Sleep time, and then that's when Xehanort's gonna find him, and then, you know, Skald will get spit out a bit later on, or roughly about the same time, and then, you know, who the hell knows what happens to Ephema. But Lorium and Elrena will get spat out at some other point as well. I haven't done the Titan challenge on myself yet, so no Karis and no Shions allowed. Use copy medals and try and copy them. It's a pain. We might do some Hades Cup, just to give you guys a rundown of it. Because I got kind of lucky when I did it the first time, and I couldn't record. So... Huh. Nox isn't freezing right now. I stopped using this account because Nox was freezing. That's interesting. Oh, right, I updated it to Android 4. That's right, that's right. Sorry, I'm all over the place. Well, at some point we'll meet him, yeah. We may have already. You know, who knows what the Master is up to. He may be one of them. But, you never know. More pulls. We'll do them, we'll do them. I'm just trying not to have to, like, worry about cleaning up all my storage over and over again. Anything else to confuse? Yes, there is. Yep. I don't know why I'm bothering. Potentially get more draw tickets out of it is basically why. Can you believe I got 2 Supernovas back to back? The Foretales are evil now. They might be. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. No. I don't wanna. 3 more and then I'll have enough to do 2 pulls. I don't think so. I think the Master has been literally out of the Kingdom Hearts universe for however long, doing whatever the hell he's doing, and is just waiting for a sign basically to be like, oh yeah, my experiment's done. Like the microwave dings and he's like, oh, that little universe that I was like running experiments on. Whatever shit happened. So, well, that's a pretty Mickey. That's a pretty looking medal, I'll tell you what. I do kind of want that on my main account, just to have it. The Key series, in my opinion, shows the events from different perspectives. Kingdom Hearts Key, the date, the data for those who died in the war, Unchained. Those who joined the Dandelions back cover for what I think the card was for. I think Nomura is just writing himself a blank check so that later on he can cash it. He doesn't know what it's for yet. No friggin' way. Okay. We were talking about it last night. My time last night. Day before. I wonder if there's some sort of like beacon to call the Master back in the black box. Like the black box opens up when the 13 locks have been opened. And once that happens, the Master's like, okay, I've got something to tether onto so I can rejoin this universe, basically. And see whatever he wants to see now that the Keyblade War's ended. Kingdom Hearts has been opened, whatever. That's basically my thought. So. Sorry guys, I'm selling all of you. Too bad. Anything with 3 dots must go. Get out of my sight. ASAP. So I wonder if that that Lux Sword card is going to be some sort of beacon in a way, like an object from that universe that Sora can use to home in on and return. I don't know. Or if like Lux Sword turns good, can use it to call him back into this universe. What do you think? Only the Master of Masters can unlock the box. The box is open though. He's not allowed to open it, but it's now open. You know, if you pause that cutscene, you can see that the 13 locks have been opened. So, how many Keyblades do I have on this account? Probably none of the Proud Mode ones, but I don't think I have Fairy Stars. I don't think I unlocked that. Speaking of fairies, tier 8 fairies. Very illustrated pull, isn't it? Beautiful key art number 8. Beautiful. Yeah, she's a beauty. Hey, I got a trait medal for my new freaking Supernova Riku. What'd you say before, Red Ranger? I didn't see it, man. Do you want to post it again? But yes, Lushu does know what's in it. Lushu knows the whole story. Lushu knows everything. I feel like the box is just the new MacGuffin. It was definitely a MacGuffin. Like, Maleficent spent the entire game unsuccessfully looking for it. Probably Book of Prophecies, the dates, even to the future. I mean, yeah, maybe. What's in the box? In the box. What do we got? Oh, that's... Oh, interesting. So that's one of the medals that got changed from 6-star to 7-star. Goes from a single target to an all target. Interesting. Sephiroth himself. Fortella's got Norted because Lucia was Norted from Xehanort. I don't know if they were Norted, but I mean Xehanort's done. Like there's no it's not him possessing people. I mean they may be inadvertently working for the Master of Masters now, which could be for the bad guys. Bad guys, if you will. But I don't know, the way that chessboard at the end of 3 seems to talk about it, it's like it's the 7 of them versus Sora again. Wait, how is Xehanort older than Ventus? Because I think Ven went through time. I think Ven got like flung forward through time. He was technically born way earlier. This is my theory. Zigguard does still have golden eyes. Yeah, I do wonder about that a lot. Like, why he would allow himself to be Norted ever? Like, surely you'd be risking a shitload by opening your heart up to some other guy who could possess your entire body if he so chose to. I don't know, man. Seemed like a bit of a risk. I'll just leave it at that. It's not official, but my theory is that Ventus time travels. What do I think about the color of Kingdom Hearts? The Golden Moon, you mean? How do you mean? Maybe Golden Eyes equals a darkness influence. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe there is some part of Xehanort still clinging to Lushu. I mean, the guy effectively, like, to use a bloody Harry Potter term, like, made like 13 Horcruxes that he could use to theoretically revive himself. I was talking to... Alright. By the way, we're spoiling Kingdom Hearts story here, by the way. I got a huge one that doesn't make any sense if you guys want to hear that. Or if you want to tell me why it does make sense and I'm stupid, but I don't think it makes any sense for why Terra is able to spoilers come back. I think that's complete horseshit. within like the rules that the game establishes. Bring it on. All right. So okay. So Terranaut in Birth by Sleep, right? Terranaut is made up of Terra's body with Xehanort's heart basically possessing him, right? He goes off, without any other influence, he goes off and splits off into Terra, Ansem, and Xemnas, right? Two different parts. Beaten by the Keyblade, beaten by the Keyblade, whoop, back together. So Terranaut should reform there, because it's literally Terra's body, and effectively still his heart and Ansem and Xehanort's heart that it gets smushed back together. But the game goes, alright, fine, it's Master Xehanort that's been revived. Okay, fine. This is probably explained in Kingdom Hearts 3 and I haven't played it for a while. Where the hell does Terranaut come from? Is he plucked forward? Is he plucked through time? Or what? Lucia being Xigbar is idiotic. Terra's body should be dragged back to the body. This is what I'm saying, right? This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Okay, so I'll finish this point before I forget it. 2 bits came back together, okay? So you can't have it both ways. Either, well, yeah, it should be Terranaut that survived, right? No, they didn't. All Xehanorts didn't come back from the past. Oh yeah, so sorry. The actual Xehanorts did, yeah. And we're dropping streams again. Nice, we're dropping frames. What's happening? Sorry, just wait for this to... For fuck's sake. For this to pass, whatever it is. Dupless, not all of them. Not all of them. I know, JP didn't get an Organization 13 update. Terranauts from the present? Okay, so if that's the case, then where does Master Xehanort fit into that? Where did he come from? One of them has to appear, right? Or did both of them get recreated? I know, the stream just freaking died. Hopefully it's back for you guys now. Yeah, okay, Kane, totally correct. So then, how can he possibly... I'm back. No, I'm back. I'm still here. Exactly, Mindly. Exactly. Alright, wait till everyone comes back and then we'll keep talking. Yeah, right, so in Kingdom Hearts 3D, it's Xehanort that has to arrive, right? It's the final seat that has to arrive, right? So it's one or the other. Either Xehanort got recreated in Kingdom Hearts 2. Post Kingdom Hearts 2, you mean? It should be Terranaut. It should be Terranaut's the one that is recreated. But one of them has to come forward in time, right? Okay, so if it's Xehanort that comes forward in time, everyone that comes forward in time has to eventually return back in time, right? So if Xehanort comes forward in time, he has to return back in time to basically go on to possess Terra. Like, the Xehanort that we know dies, or stops being him, as he possesses Terra. That's the last time we ever should canonically see him. Do it, man. I think we're pretty Kingdom Hearts spoilery at this point. I think I've dropped enough spoiler warnings, surely, hopefully, Kingdom Hearts 3 spoilers. I should get like a little graphic that just says, we're talking Kingdom Hearts 3 spoilers, right? Xehanort doesn't return to the past, though. He dies, right? So he dies, therefore he cannot return to the past, therefore there's a time paradox there. What account is that for? Oh, I've just got like a random account that I have for just collecting numbers, basically. Why doesn't Fade Away have a conversation with himself? Well, how can you have both? How can both become revived? How would we just have another Master Xehanort appearing in this timeline just because, lol, he's the final boss, lol. All the other ones have to fade away back through time, right? So Ansem has to go back through time, Xemnas has to go back through time. Young Xehanort definitely has to go back through time. The way time travel is supposed to work in the series though is that you can't just like appear. You have to like leave yourself behind, and you always have to return back. You can't just do whatever you feel like. Has anyone actually died in Kingdom Hearts? Yeah, Ericus. Okay. Mostly. So even then I have to preface it with, yeah, sort of mostly. Not really. Xehanort is the one of the current timeline, I suppose. I have to replay Kingdom Hearts 3, honestly. Like, I've watched the cutscenes a few times, but I kind of do have to do it again. We can fire it up and go through the, see what the game's official rating is. Did Xehanort ever fall to darkness? I'd say he did. On a different world line now, so who knows what the fuck happened and what casualties are gnarled. Celestia seems to have been bipped. She does seem to have been bipped. Xemnas, Ansem, and Xehanort died. Yeah, that's my big theory, basically. Is like, you have to go backwards in time, right? Or else it's a paradox. You can't get snatched out of time. Because you have to return back to that point to continue on your destined path. Hey Paul, how you doing? Like, Ansem was snatched forward 3 times, but he will canonically have to go back and lose his Sora in Kingdom Hearts 1. He has to. Xehanort was expelled from Terra, so the expelled heart could have travelled back. Yeah, but he still needs Terranaut's body. They broke the time travel rules already. They'd kept it somewhat neat, except for the fact that you can only travel backwards in time, except for young Xehanort, who just waltzes forward in time. What the fuck was that laughing? What laughing? What do you mean? The Master seems to be like... I don't even think he's in this universe. I think the Kingdom Hearts universe is like his thesis project. And it's like this little simulation that he runs on his computer, and he like checks in on it from time to time. I don't think so many never became a Heartless. Maybe that's why things are so weird with Xehanort. Yes. Maleficent and Darkness. He knows. How did Ven lose his memories? Okay, I think we might have seen Strelitzia in the last world. It's not confirmed, but pretty heavily hinted. I think the whole disaster that's happening right now with the merging of the data world and the real world and all this nonsense, I think that's going to cause shit to happen. Brain is trying to get us out of this world. Brain is trying to get us out of this world line into another one. I think he's going to succeed in getting us out, but it's not going to succeed in getting us to a different world line. I think he's accidentally going to throw us forward in time. Maybe accidentally, maybe on purpose, but whatever, he's going to throw us forward in time. We're going to become amnesiacs. Ven's going to end up somewhere. Scott's going to end up somewhere else in the middle of Radiant Garden, and we'll just be snatched up. Same with Lorium, same with Elrena, they're just going to be snatched up, Organization 13. Same with, I guess, Luxord and Demix, is original people. Everyone's just going to get, like, flung forward through time, and I guess most of them are going to end up in the Keyblade Graveyard, Radiant Garden. Terra Xehanort, a version of Master Xehanort from when he possessed Terra. His heart is brought from the past and placed within Terra's recompleted body. Fuck off. What about Master Xehanort then? What about Master Xehanort? Where does he come from? His heart is brought from the past and placed within Terra's recompleted body. Okay, fine. So then where does Master Xehanort come from? If he comes from the past, fine, but then he has to return back to the past. He can't just go and die. Who is it supposed to be in that mysterious figure medal? The mysterious figure fight from Kingdom Hearts 1 or Birth by Sleep, I forget. Where does Blaine go? I think he stays. Gets Lucia's Keyblade, and basically forms the new, like, Scala, I think. Mysterious figure. This is Xemnas, yeah, this is Xemnas. From Kingdom Hearts 1. It's like Ephemera was in Sora's heart. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Text confused the heck out of me right off. Both are recompleted at the same time. I mean, sure. El Reina. Okay, but even still, if you snatch, I gotta stop reading chat for a second because I'm getting too confused. If you snatch Terranaught's heart from the past, put it in Terra's recompleted body, sure, let's say you can do that, fine. All of that shit has to return to the past again. It all has to return to the past, right? If you take the Terra component out of the Guardian, then what's left? Surely the Guardian itself is Terra, right? So then Terranaut goes and splits off, and the Guardian ends up going with the heart to become Ansem, Seeker of Darkness. We fight Terra as the Guardian in Kingdom Hearts 1, so it's a friggin' paradox to say that, oh, he just hopped off in Kingdom Hearts 3, and Terranaut, the rest of Terranaut, whatever's left, got smacked back to Birth by Sleep time. Terrible. Paradoxes, plot holes, doesn't make any sense. Xemnas got defeated, Xehanort and Terra got recompleted, but Terra's heart was still lost in darkness. Fine. Not really though, because you can't just make up another body out of nowhere, but alright, fine. Unless they're trying to say that Xehanort was just a heart the entire time with no body. Awful. Awful. Are we getting Organization 13 quest this month? It doesn't look like it. Unfortunately, we'll find out in an hour and a half if we do, but somehow JP doesn't, but that would be pretty weird. So short answer maybe no, which is crap. We might be getting like a repeat event at some point, but surely you would have put it out today. Why wouldn't you put it out on the 13th? How can you explain the entire Kingdom Hearts timeline? Up until Kingdom Hearts 3 you could. Up until Kingdom Hearts 3 you could. I feel like they kind of broke it though. Why did Riku end up? I reckon he would have gone and chased after Sora with that same power. The story made sense up until this point. Yes, you can make a body out of nowhere. Kingdom Hearts 3 Xion. Well, I assume she ended up back in another replica, right? The problem is, where the fuck did her, like, heart come from? Because her heart is still well and truly trapped within Sora. And don't give me some bullshit about, oh, my heart transferred across. Her heart was watching a version of her body fight, and then goes, no, I'm going to possess that body. I don't buy it. I don't buy it for a goddamn second. Awful, man. Awful. But what anniversary website says we are. Yeah, it says we're going to be getting a returning event. So, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Sorry, can I ask something? What data versions of the characters explain it? I'm not sure what you meant, man. Sorry. Problem was with Ansem. So, when Ansem got defeated in 1, where did Terra's heart go? Yeah, sure, why not? I mean, Ansem should have been defeated, right? But everything that is Ansem sort of went off to Riku as well. Yeah, sure. It's too complicated, man. Oh my god. It's too much. Mary, how dare you? How could you say such a thing? So controversial and yet so brave. Hey Ryuji, we were just talking about you. We were just talking about you. Fused Roxas into Sora superficially because Sora needed Roxas and now apparently doesn't need Roxas anymore. That's what I don't get. Well, it was literally another extra attack one. It was literally Sora's body. Yeah, Guillaume. That's actually a pretty good headcanon, honestly. That's pretty good. Brian's new video, there's a keyboard upgrade thing we haven't gotten any of. What? Keyblade upgrade. What, post? Level 50? So Kingdom Hearts 3rd anniversary commercial on TV. Really? Oh, that's cool. I kind of want to see that. I think Terra's heart ever felt the darkness. Guardian is just containing Terra's heart. It wasn't actually his heart. After all, how did the heart leave the Guardian and go to his body with... Arthur, I don't know. I don't know what the point was. More than one Guardian, each one personalized with the darkness of the user. Hey, prop. Alright, let's do it, Paul. Fucking hell, man, this is awful. Yeah. Yeah, I'd buy that. I'd buy that. Could nominate Trait Metal and stained glass number 9. How many hearts did Zay not conquer? What do you mean? Whose hearts? What, of light? Which ones? What you mean? Yeah, post that commercial on that on good old YouTube there. Like, send it to me on Discord. One or the other. Oh. Connor, me too, and I'm really worried about it. I'm really worried about it. It makes sense to me until I start thinking about it. Then I go, wait a minute, that doesn't make any sense. Like, I bought it, like, the first time around, I was like, oh yeah, I buy all of this. I buy it all. When I was playing it, and then I go, hang on, no. That doesn't make any sense at all. Wait a minute. Kingdom Hearts 3 is a dream world. It's the... Oh boy. No, we're not doing indoctrination theories. Not this time. I'm not having it. I'm not having another one. Thank you. I'll check it out in a bit. It says metal upgrades. Yeah, it does. Oh, that. Yeah. So, basically that poll that they put up on Twitter saying, pick your 2 favorite metals. We're going to go ahead and upgrade them. Oh, I never put that video out, did I? That's right. Sorry. I had a whole video talking about the anniversary. And then the bloody Nox wouldn't work, so I couldn't record it. That's right. Okay. I was going to do a Sephiroth guide at the back of the second half of the update. The anniversary update. And then Nox wasn't working, and then I was like, oh, stuff it. I couldn't do it. Sorry, that's alright. Yeah. So basically, 2 medals, and maybe 2 medals in Global, 2 medals in JP. We'll have upgrades, maybe? Maybe just 2 on both servers, combined. People are just going to keep rebooting it, so they... I don't know, Minor. I don't know. I don't know if they're going to have like a catalog somewhere of the story, or what, because, yeah, they're making some pretty important shit tied to a mobile game that will eventually one day die. So, I don't know what the plan is there. Make a big deal. We know 4 max, if Rapunzel counts as one. 2 of the Frozen Girls, Kairi, so we know 4 of them. I don't know if they officially say if Rapunzel counts or not, but I think she does. Morris, you make an excellent point. You make a really strong argument. I want to see you write it down. Like, have it on my desk by tomorrow. Alright, 10 of these bastards to go. And Kairi. Kairi is doing double duty. She's a Guardian of Light and also a Princess of Light. Oh, this is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt a lot. Wasn't too bad. Wasn't too bad. Wait a minute. Pokey, I think they did have a plan for the browser game, which has gone so far off track now. Red, dude, tomorrow, please, I want it ASAP. What are we doing here? We're dicking around in my second account while I try and talk theories with you guys, and I fail at explaining what I mean. So, the usual. The usual. You're trilingual, dude? Jesus Christ. That's impressive. put the rest of the story in a Japanese-only stage play. Well, he put some of it in a concert, so... Kari after the events of Kingdom Hearts 3. I mean, I wish they did something with her. I hope DLC will fix it. It cries every single Kingdom Hearts fan. Oh, right, I got 4 trade medals. Boy. Here we go. Honey Lemon. What? The half of the name of the Big Hero 6 character? You get raids, boys. Sora's the opposite of Xehanort. Does Mango into him? Shion was in there for a bit too, and Kari's heart's inside of me? Question mark. Bang. Trade that blue supernova. It's happening. Is Yozora a fusion of Riku and Sora? It kind of feels like that, eh? Kind of feels like Nomura's done with Kingdom Hearts and wants to do his other projects now. Finally get back to Versus 13, his true love. Fuck off. I don't know why I'm sad that this medal that I'm never going to use didn't turn out amazingly, but... Is that a prop? God no. Have to catch me first. What was the other one? It was the... Burp, burp, burp. Big bang. Kari's fine. Kari's fine. She's fine. Nico, is there an Organization 13 event tomorrow? No. Surprisingly, for the first time in I think 13 months, we're just not getting an event. We'll find out in an hour and a half if we actually get anything at all. Virium Rex is... Well, yeah, exactly. Exactly. We'll find out in an hour and a quarter if we get any sort of event today at all on the 13th. Or if they're just going to pretend like nothing is wrong and that they're not giving us any content and that's somehow fine. Don't give a shit about traits. Elderplay Pure Hearts Mini. Elizabeth Swan? I don't think so. Honey Lemon. Oh, you meant as a Pure Heart Princess. Yeah, I don't know. If they were... I mean, they just seem like regular people, right? They're not like Disney princesses. I need Super Burst Plus on TVA. Tell me about it. I'm still... really hoping they go ahead and do that. Please, give us all Terravent and Aqua. The upgrade. Please. You psychopaths. What's wrong with you? Weekend Banner and Dokkan. Oh, shit, yeah. Everyone laughed at when we first saw it. Ooh, that's pretty sweet prop. Do you get a multi with each ticket or a single with each ticket prop? Yeah, Kari's fine. What do you guys... What's wrong with you guys? Should we find out? This might cause my computer to crash, actually. I've got like 3 emulators running simultaneously. Let's shut this one down. We know, Prof, we know. You're a big edgelord, we know. You love the men. You love looking at... You like Riku's arms. You like Sora. All those boys. Women never seem to be that appealing to you. We know. We know. We got it. TVA was the supreme almighty vote, dude. To be fair, it was a falling price, so... It wasn't too bad. But yeah, imagine putting out amazing medals and then immediately shitting on them. Putting out an upgrade to those medals and double Vanitas. And then not giving them the upgrade. Triple Vanitas, actually. Chernobog too. It's alright, man. You don't have to like him. You don't have to like women. It's fine. Going down a dangerous road here. Going down a dangerous road. Let's just abandon shit before it gets worse. One ticket, 1 unit. That's fair, I guess. It is free, so... Can you save him up and do a multi? Like if you save it up for a few weekends and... You know, let's find out. Let's find out ourselves. Bloody extra attack, man. You have 5 if you signed in. Yeah, I should have all 5 then. Alright. We're dual wielding again. Alright. Blue stacks for Dokkan, Nox for Union Cross, yeah. Turtle, that would have been sweet, eh? Does it show up at all in 3? Is that what Kingdom Hearts 1 Riku was wielding for a bit? I forget. Or is he just straight up wielding Soul Eater? I forget. Huh. What a degenerate playing 2 bloody gacha games at the same time. What's wrong with me? Ugh. Alright, let's try this multi weekend thing out, shall we? Hey, we can do a multi. Let's go, baby. In the 2 keyblades, ever mess with hearts when no name in the key of heart in 1. Yeah, that's true. Tien and Shiatsu, that's a good sign, right? And Yamcha. Can't forget Yamcha. No Super Saiyan. Oh shit, sorry. It is Soul Eater, isn't it? Yeah, it's a shame. Sorry, dude, I didn't know. Guardian form. That's an SSR. Cool. What else we got, huh? Tiana Chatsu. I'm waiting for you. Tell me what else. Quick. What's her name again? Zanya. That's right. It's that Goku with the shitty artwork. And lastly, but not leastly, oh no, it's that one. Well, it was free. Can't complain. Which Vegeta? Transforming? Like the same dude. Big old spikes over here. Oh, nice. Endo, dude, someone's gotta do it, man. I don't think the banner even loaded in for me. Gotcha. Nice. Is there any reason why they're doing this now? 85 watching, what's wrong with you guys? It is Pooh Bear, actually. It may as well be. God. There is so much to do in Dokkan, it's unbearable. And again, I do say this as a guy that's... Thank you, Yuffie, thank you. Because Legends, interesting. Kingdom Hearts 4 and 3540. What do you mean, we're playing it right now? Union Cross will have its title eventually change to, you know, the X will slide down to become a V. We'll lose part of the X, you know, to go like that. And then the Union Cross will just all smoosh together. And then it'll be because, yeah, it'll be Kingdom Hearts 4 the entire time. And then it'll shut down immediately after. Thank you for playing Kingdom Hearts 4. We hope you liked Wreck-It Ralph, the world. Is Legends by Bandai as well, or is it a different distributor? V has come to. You're right. You're right. I haven't thought about that game in a while. So many games that just had such promise and just fell short of the mark, huh? Are you at work, buddy? Endo? Aren't you a mod, Endo? Morris, listen man, it's difficult, but you have to do it, alright? These gacha trash games aren't gonna play themselves. Wish I'd never, ever turned on my phone. Wish I just kept a shitty phone. Hey, that's real man's work. Nice, man. 3-1 quadratic. I just hope they have a vision for the series and want to carry it forward and like, okay, this is where we want to go with it. And not just... Alright, fine. Oh, why not? I think I want to do this event, I think. I'm trying to like level up the original Vegito Blue. So I think I want to run this event to get the Vegetos to drop, and use them for essays. Let's do a pull from the tickets! Woo! Lately games have not been living up to their legacy. Dragon Ball Legends, that RPG that you announced last month. Maybe. We lagging? We lagging, boys? No, we're not. We are a little bit. Why is that? Yes. Okay, it can drop. Okay. Probably tell me if I'm doing this correctly or not, but I want to get that to drop, and stage 1 is the way to do that, right? Let's do that. Stage... over the limit. That's impossible. Oh, you son of a bitch! Alright. 500 joules for this account as well. Rip stream again. I hope not. That's fine. I'll just upgrade the free-to-play one. That's all I'm after. I'm not that greedy. I've been, like, for whatever reason, dumping these 30% Kais into this, like, Kefla here. Yeah, the LR free-to-play. Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, Duplex, at least I've got the engine down this time, right? So hopefully... Morris, you're totally right. Hopefully it won't take like forever this time to get another game out. Like, okay, at least I've got the engine designed. And effectively, you know, the way that Sora moves and everything. Pretending I know what game development is like. So hopefully it won't take as long this time around. Fingers crossed. When did he say that, Red Ranger? I believe it, but when did he say that? Like, what are all the main playable characters going to be up to now that they're all fine and just, I guess, chilling on Destiny Islands? Like, didn't they have families at all? Or not? It's just like, oh well, whatever. Oh, I did a multi, that's right. I was like, where'd I get these 5 extra characters from? I'm so stupid, dude. That's so stupid. Oh, my brain hurts from all this gacha trash. 1080 days of Dokkan. Congratulations. I think I'm on like 100. Okay, pretending to be new though. So you guys can help me out, I think. It's not so bad that I'm trash. Even though I'm pretty bad. Global free-to-play discrepancy again. Okay, we are here. They are there. So we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 updates behind. Woo! Thank you, Global. But again, I think they were trying to catch us up. They just fucked up somehow. So hopefully they figured it out. And then in 2 weeks from the 4th, on the 18th, we'll get another one. Please. Please. I hope so. Oh, fuck. Union Cross will be finished by Kingdom Hearts 4 this time. We'll see, man. We'll see. Whoop. Shit. What did I do? Man, I've just lost you guys. Nope, there you are. What is wrong with my internet today? I'm not... Sorry, I'm not sure what's going on. But, I think everyone's back. I'm sorry. Yep, there you are. I don't know what the hell happened. This stream is cursed, I swear to God. Getting supernovas on the free-to-play account. On the garbage account. Internet dropping every 5 seconds. Talking about this ridiculous plot. None of these are smart investments. Crying to sleep, why's that? Me too, man, me too. I wanted to spend some jewels on this like new banner. Let's do that. Let's do that. 8 more draw tickets to go. Whew, it's hard work, man. And these gacha mines out here. Oh, I'm so done with it. I'm so done with it. I'm done with it. I'm done with it. It's over. I don't care anymore. Get out of my sight. I'll fuse them together. I don't care. I don't care anymore. Stupid account. Get out of here. Fine, whatever. Fine. It's done. Can't be undone. Good. This account's gonna get one, I know it. It's gonna get one of the good medals. I just know it. If you guys are still talking, I can't see you. Maybe I gotta reboot Restream. More like re-stream. Am I right? Bang. That's a decent pull. Nothing too crazy, but a decent pull. Yep. Oh shit. Oh boy. Oh boy. Can't slow down. Gotta go fast. Sorry guys, stream just completely shut itself. This is the last message that I got. But Prop's still here. Wherever he is. That's right, I figured you guys would be still talking, so you're back. Everyone's back. We're all good. We're all good. No problems here. How are you? Speaking of Star Wars. How's about that trailer, huh? You guys like Star Wars? Oh, man. Ready, Guardian Form Sora. Right now. It's coming. Right here. Right now. There it is. Guardian Form Sora. In all his glory. Beautiful. Isn't it? 3 goddamn boosted menos. What is wrong with this account? Sick of it. Sick of this. Sick of it. That's a really good pull. Speaking of like not having a vision going forward, I would have hoped that if Disney's gonna buy the rights to Star Wars, right? And they go, okay, we're gonna make a whole new trilogy and probably movies in between. That they have like a cohesive vision for the story they want to tell, like, and of course this is me being horrifically naive, but they go, okay, we want to tell a story, and we're excited to tell that story, so we're gonna buy the rights to Star Wars, and we're gonna make a shitload of money off it, obviously, but we're also gonna tell a really cool story. Why is the internet dropping again? What is wrong with this fucking shit? Why can't I catch a break with the stream? Alright, I might have to end it, guys. This is getting out of hand. We'll pull until we're out of jewels, and then we'll call it there. This is a nightmare. Work in the morning. Thanks, Darius. See you next time. Look at all these 7 stars. Jesus, look at them all. Have mercy, please. Oh, man. Reincarnation of the Foreteller's theory? I don't buy it. Oh, as in they died and were brought back to life? Maybe. Man. Man. I do this to myself, I know, but like still. Ugh, man. Have to stream anyway. Donald was... What do you mean wouldn't Donald be helpful? He's a strong boy. Last pull. Always last pull. I may as well do a Mercy. I mean, why the hell not? Doing nothing with these jewels anyway. No, what I was getting at is like, they go off and do episode 7, and it's a complete remake of A New Hope. And you go, okay, fine. Whatever, it's an introduction into the new universe, sure, fine, whatever. Dude, I would like that Riku as well, on my account. I don't have any of the new tier 9s, apart from like the one you were guaranteed to get with that 3,000 jewel pull the other day. I would like some, please. Look at all these Finituses, man! What is happening here? I'm not, James, I will not for the life of me try any more gacha games. I'm done with them. I'm so done with gacha games. Oh, look at me. I got a training slot. Yes. Yes. I'll be sure to use that. I appreciate the gesture, but man, I can't do any more gacha games. It's not happening. Two is more than enough. I swear to God, two is enough. It's the police. So we can get trip raids. Make it the perfect raid medal. Or extra attack, I guess. Yeah, man. Yuffie, absolutely. I wouldn't mind this medal. That's a pretty sweet medal. I'm not gonna lie. That's a pretty sweet freaking medal. God damn. God damn, look at this thing. Oh, wrong one. Jesus Christ, look at this meadow. Fuck. What is... This big ground aerial, something like that. It's because... I told you, something good. This game, man. It knows how to push my buttons, eh? I want to strangle myself. Alright. I would have 2 boosted Donalds, wouldn't I? Far out. Heck, let's just do it. Let's just do it. Get rid of him. Get rid of him. Get rid of them all. Clearance sale. Everyone's out. Let's go. Keep a nominate just in case. Might be useful one day. Everybody out of the pool. You gotta go. You gotta go. See you, Endo. Catch you later, man. Tell me about it, Turtle. Tell me about it. What are we doing? We're doing some pools, bruh. Alright, so thank you, stream. The consensus is I'm going to leave this next part out. Okay. If Kingdom Hearts Insider puts out... Fuck this game. Sick of it. Sick of this game. Look at this pool. More supernovas for this account. More supernovas for this stupid account. Why? Oh. Alright, fine. I don't want to keep torturing myself, but stuff it. Let's get back to the draw tickets. This account has got 4 supernovas in the last hour. 4. I didn't get 1 in literally 500 tickets. Amazing. Amazing. Yep. Yeah, nothing who cares about that though. It'll be 341, so we're going to be just over again once we do this peel right here. A little Sephiroth trait medal there. Ooh, a little first tier 8 medal right there as well. Interesting. Sephiroth. Actually, we'll have just enough to do another pull because those won't count. Morris, you need to stop with the caps. It's annoying me now. Why do Vanitas and Sora look the same? Okay, imagine if Ventus's heart is one whole complete thing, and half of that, you know, let's say 2/3 of that breaks off to become Vanitas, and Sora then fills the gap. Vanitas is resonating. Vanitas is that missing part of the heart, and as such is resonating with the part that is being filled in. Long story short, he basically takes on the appearance of Sora. It's sort of the same reason why Roxas looks like Ven. It's just, you just kind of go, oh, okay, fine. Okay, cuz. It's not the world's most satisfying answer, but it's like, yeah, alright, whatever, that's fine. Yeah, no, Jules is the way. Jules is the future. Stop yelling. I'll ban you. Yeah, well, Vanitas didn't have a face initially. It was just blank. It was just like a replica, basically, kinda. Get that paralysis right back. Thank you. It's getting lonely there for a minute. Oh, messy, messy, messy. Bang, get out of here. Sleep. Let's get rid of these tickets. Let's get rid of them. So no, I'll forget him if I don't do it now. I'd never load up this account. Yuffie. Well, I'm getting tempted. I'm not gonna lie. Forget about my shitty pull, I might just do it. Just go. Banhammer time. A beautiful Sephiroth trait medal for a medal we will never have. Gotcha mines. We're in the salt mines right now. We're digging away. It is difficult work in these mines. I don't know what I'm doing with my life right now, but gotcha games it is. Oh well, it's Saturday morning. We can have fun with Saturday mornings. Give them to the salt mines. At the point where we can start getting rid of your tier 2s and tier 3s, I'm jealous, because on my main, I would love to be in that point. I would love to be at that point. I'm getting close though, I'm getting real close, but all the single target blades, I still need tier 2s and tier 3s. Yeah, closer. Afraid of over 100 slots. Dude, that's the dream. Living the freaking dream, my man. Alright. Alright, it's happening. If I can find it, it's gonna happen. Yep. I know, look at this beautiful sunlight. I'm sitting here, huddled inside on my little on my desk, mining for gotcha salt. Oh god. Yeah, he's got the cruise control on pretty tough, eh? I don't want you guys on mod. What do I have to do this for? Caesar, are you all caught up now, or have you just accepted spoilers as like an inevitability? Inevitability. They're pretty important, I'm not gonna lie. Dun, 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 dun. Bang. Let's push in a little bit of time out. Just let's cool down. Let's cool down a bit, eh? Let's chill out a bit. If I want someone to spoil the game for me, it has to be me. That's really nice, man. Well, how about wait till the Kingdom Hearts 3 critical mode comes out, and then I'll do another run through and we'll watch the cutscenes again. Just because I want to absorb them a bit better this time. Like, I hadn't slept for like the entire week leading up to Kingdom Hearts 3's release, so I'm sure I missed some stuff. When critical mode comes around, I'll definitely play through again. The pools don't get better, Permaban. Yeah, exactly, Yuffie, exactly. Yeah, his fate, 100%. Erroneous. Oh yeah, man, we've been pulling like a fiend. We've been pulling like 1,000 draw tickets and on the secondary account that I use literally just to count how many people play in global. In Vulpers. And of course I get 4 supernovas on it. Which is awesome. It's really sweet. I like it a lot. We still got more to go though, and I might keep going because I've no reason to give a shit about this account, so we might keep going, I'm over this though. I'm over the storage shit. Yeah, me too, dude. Me too. We'll go back and watch this. The stream cuts out about 8,000 times. Nice, man. Nice. I reckon like after a year you should be able to trade medals between accounts. Then I'd be living large. How are you, man, anyway? Got some gift cards and bought some new games. Nice. Very good. Be in with the information now. Guys. Yes. With bated breath we wait. Didn't I get a 7-star one of these? First stage we get draw tickets based on levels. Yeah. Oh, like for anniversary you mean? DMC 5 made you stop playing Kingdom Hearts 3. Draw tickets based on player count. I know what you meant. You had your shift held down when you pressed 3. I've made that mistake many a time. Many times. You trade more than one at a time. That'd be kind of cool, but I don't think I don't use that all too much. But yeah, I mean, why not, right? Oh, boy. Aaron, you ready? Here we go, boy. Excuse you. Here we go, boys. Woo! Bonk. Hey, those 6 stars again. Oh, we got it! Damn it all to hell! I want this medal on my global account so I can do the video. Ah! Fuck. It's so annoying. Hobby, yeah, totally. Yeah, me too. Yeah, of course. Caesar will be right back. Da, 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 da. Went for the platinum, but it still didn't take that long. That's, no, nice. I still haven't got the platinum yet. I was gonna do it on stream if I ever stop being such a lazy piece of shit. But, see if that ever happens. One day it might. One day. Not soon though. Oh, fucking garbage. All these fucking trait medals. Look at them all. Yikes. I imagine it would, if there's like a new story component, that especially if you have to pay for it. They'll probably put more trophies in the game. Oh, I will platinum it I was thinking about it now, like, my PS4 was having that, like, disc ejection issue, and touch bloody wood, please God, touch wood, but, hopefully it's not doing it again now, so, I've actually got everything, I set everything back up so I can stream on the PS4 again, so, I might do a little bit of that after I do this pause, and once I get my, yeah, anyway. I'd like to do some streaming of Kingdom Hearts 3 again. That's pretty fun, like, you guys were helping me out with the collectibles and shit, so I was enjoying that. The DLC is meant to mean final next level of content. They must add trophies to the bosses and all. Look who's back. Has it been 5 minutes already? For the bosses and everything. Yeah, I agree. Knock on wood. I've heard both. We say touch wood a lot in Australia, and I don't know if that is a regional thing now that I think about it. Hate it. I don't hate it. I just wish it was everything I ever dreamed of. I don't understand why all of my expectations for this one video game couldn't have been realized. You know, it's not unrealistic to expect everything you ever wanted in a video game to come to fruition, right? What do you say? You sound really entitled right now. Hey, nice sleep resist on buzz there. I just wish it was its full potential. That's all. That's all. That's all. It's like my little baby. My child. I just know you can be better. You spend all your time, you waste all your money on new graphics upgrades. Shiny new car. Never heard of touch wood before. Seriously, we have people like walk across the room to touch a table, to like touch wood. Really, am I the only one that says this? Is it really that much of a regional thing? Bang. Huh. Today I learned. There you go. I don't have 2 Ienzos on this account, do I? Come on, man. I don't have a single one. I'm fucking. I hate this account. I hate this account. I hate this account. Oh, man. But also Aussie, right. Alright, so any Americans, have you ever heard touch wood before? Yeah, I imagine it did sort of devolve from knock on wood. Look, I'm harsh on it, but it's like, it's not out of, like, yes, Kingdom Hearts is failing, ha 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 ha, this is everything I ever wanted. It's like, man, this could have been something really friggin' amazing, and I don't think it's a bad game. I just, like, everything I was trying to say the other day was just, it had such potential. And if it was as good as everyone wanted it to be, it wouldn't be as divisive as it is, I don't think. I think Kingdom Hearts 3 is an extremely, extremely divisive game. With this account, this is the account that I use to figure out how many people in the Volpers Union are playing each week. Never heard of touch wood. Interesting. Yeah. Well, when you put it like that, I guess you're not inherently wrong, but overhyped with unrealistic expectations. I didn't. Okay. I just wanted it to make sense. I don't think it makes sense within the logic that it tries to set up. Morris, I'm good, man. Thank you, though. Kingdom Hearts 3 has core. Yeah, I think it really does. I think it has insane, like, huge issues. No matter how good a game is, social media's gonna find something to shit on about it. Well, I mean, not every game. Like, some games, I was Red Dead, and after the hype started getting shitted on too. No, prop. There is absolutely an element of that. Like, it's the hotness to go ahead and shit on a game publicly, and if you're the first one to shit on it, you know, you get all the YouTube hits and whatever else. You get the articles clicked on and this, that, and the other. And full transparency, I'm thinking of doing a video in which I have, you know, just list these are my issues with the game. But not just my issues, like this is my opinion on the game. Like I said, when I was playing it through, there were some moments that were fucking amazing. Like, everything after Big Hero 6 until you get to the next world is like just perfection. It's everything we've ever wanted in this series. It's like those two worlds are like the build up to everything we've wanted for so long. And then you're riding that high into the final world, and it's like, something's wrong. Something's not quite right here. You don't understand what it is, but Random Joker, couldn't agree more. Could not agree more. In a few months to a year later, people will come back and sing its praises, but they didn't follow the trend of hating on it. Oh yeah, you love the retrospective videos in a few years' time of, this is actually good. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, people do love to parrot the popular opinions, for sure. Like, this is nothing new. 10 out of 10 perfect ratings before launch could have affected you as well. Well, yeah, I mean, if they're going out of their way to set your expectations quite highly, then Game Theory's video on the Frozen. I've never watched a Game Theory video. All right, putting you in timeout again, Buster. Turn that caps lock off and we can talk. All right. This one. Oops. Europe. I think honestly Bloody Biscuit said it really, really well. The Final Mix HSC can still elevate this game well beyond all Final Mixes we got so far. I mean, yeah, hopefully. But I mean, that's the sort of like dangerous expectations sort of setting stuff that you don't want to fall into the trap of, right? Kingdom 3 did too much telling and not enough showing from you. Possibly had too many chefs in the kitchen. Yeah, I would agree. Bloody Biscuit, that's what I said. That's what I said, right? Or do I mean Biscuit 047? Whoever put out the video recently. Which one do I mean? I don't even know anymore. Friggin' curry? I haven't heard it. I haven't heard it put like that. Someone called it the most disappointing 8 out of 10 game they've ever played, and I really feel that. So it's still an 8 out of 10 game, but it was also extremely disappointing. I kind of gel with that. Yeah. I kind of gel with that. Alistair was a final boss. I mean, potentially. Sure. I've heard that they were very strict on what their characters could not be portrayed as, and I mean, yeah, it does seem like there's some meddling involved where the only time you ever see Elsa, it's never in combat. It's just she's just like standing there at the top of the mountain, and then in that awful area where you have to like rebuild Olaf every time you walk through it. Yeah, they're obviously extremely protective of those characters. Do we even get... There are no party members in that at all, is there? Except for Marshmallow. Like, we can't do anything with them. We can never see them take damage. We can never see them in anything but the cutscenes, basically. Yeah, it's weird. And then, yeah, Larxene builds a friggin' ice labyrinth out of nowhere for some reason. And we spend half our time in that instead of interacting with the Frozen characters. It is a puzzling world, to say the very least. To say the very least. Alright, we're gonna do more vicarious living through this account pools. Here we go. Finding the darkness in Elsa's heart. That would have been pretty sweet. No, again, I think the boss fight we did have was pretty sweet. I just wish we hadn't seen it beforehand. You know what I mean? I just wish we hadn't seen everything. It's not just 13 years of hype, it's all the other games that came before it as well, man. It's like, here's this story that we're trying to tell. We want to get towards this Keyblade War, we want to get towards this Keyblade War, we want to get towards this Keyblade War. And then we get there and it was just like, what the fuck happened, man? Like Sora, you need to go train. Sora and Riku, you need to be recognized as masters, so you got to go off and train. Okay, you went through this whole adventure together, and then, like, the entire game just starts off on the wrong foot. It's like Sora, you dumb, you lost your powers last time, idiot. Go learn how to do it again. And we spend every single world trying to get. It feels like we're not progressing the story. Not progressing the story, but we're not progressing as a character enough, because we're like being handed these power-ups, not from anyone in particular. Like, we just beat a boss and it's like, okay, you can use shot locks now, and we just blade. No, you can just use dry forms, I guess, now. Like, Kingdom Hearts 2 made it felt right. I don't know what I don't know how to describe it. You know, you start off this grand adventure and it's like, here's your new clothes, and there's a reason for changing clothes apart from just we're having a new game. Have some, obviously, I don't know, man. Just Kingdom Hearts 3 just feels wrong in so many familiar feeling that you have, because the worlds are all so different now, and they're not the tiny little rooms that they used to be. They're these huge open arenas. I don't know. I still don't feel like I know the worlds as much as I do from the other games. Like, even some of the Kingdom Hearts 3D worlds got bigger and bigger as you went, but I still feel like I knew my way around them after playing them a couple times. I don't even work, like, obviously I love more content, but just playing the game feels kind of weird to me. I don't feel like I'm that in control of it. I'm just sort of launching off big attacks at a mob of enemies and then just sort of mopping up. Like, I'm not playing it stylishly or technically at all. I'm just sort of like magic, 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 grand magic. Avoiding at all costs using the friggin' attraction flows. Avoiding them like the plague. Doesn't feel like somebody passed the outline of a story to a bunch of interns who were told to come up with a basic story that was basic enough for anyone to understand. But is it even that basic though? Don't have to until the critical mode. But in the other games you did. Like, I didn't breeze through Kingdom Hearts 2 the first time I played it. And obviously I'm a much better gamer now than I was 10 years ago, but like, the game still posed a challenge at some points. Like, there were some enemies that would kick the shit out of you, and you had to go, oh, okay, I can't just mash X. I have to, like... Hey, Morris. Turn caps lock off and you can stay, dude. It's easy. Favorite moment of Kingdom Hearts 2 was getting help from the past Keyblade wielders, and so you style it from 90% of the playthrough, so I was riding on it during that whole bit. Like, I think of those little hammer dudes. What do you call them? The Morning Stars. I think of them, I think of Zoldan, I think of moments that, like, caught me up and went, oh shit, if I just keep mashing X on these guys, I'm gonna get punished for that. It's like, oh, okay, right. So maybe I'll think for 5 seconds. Up until that point, in Kingdom Hearts 2, I was literally just mashing X the entire time. Like, just mindlessly, like a fool. Like, I would lock on, and again, but I was, like, a lot younger than I was right now. But I would literally just mash X, like mindlessly. And every enemy would eventually die, because the game was easy enough. I don't know, this felt... I don't know. Let me try the main story. Disney was close to watch. Oh yeah, sure, yeah, yes. Don't appreciate the major meat of the story being shoved in the last 5 hours or so of the game. That... 100% agree. It's the sort of inherent problem with Kingdom Hearts games in general, though, is that you're really playing... Is anyone really playing for the Disney worlds? For the Disney story? Nah, probably not. Because you've already seen the story before, and you know everything's going to work out fine for them. Like, the most interesting stuff for me was the Toy Story world and the Monsters Inc. world, because it was like, oh, it's a sequel to your favourite movies. And Big Hero 6 as well, I suppose, as well. Big Hero 6 felt really weird. It felt like so detached. Like, your characters felt so detached from their characters. Like, they were just hanging around in a garage the entire time, and you're off doing stuff. And, like, you see them once at night. Oop. Come back. Oh, Mary, I didn't have an issue with that. Like, that was fine. Pacing Kingdom Hearts 1 was great. Every other game was god awful with it. That's what I was getting at. It's like, you play through a world. I think Kingdom Hearts 2 did it okay then, especially in like the Milan, the second time around. Like, the organization was out there stirring up shit, and they were going to each world to go off and get hearts. That's why you were playing right into their hands, basically. So you had to go back because you couldn't let the worlds be destroyed or endangered. But you were also falling into their plan by fighting the Heartless they wanted you to fight. It was like, I don't know, it was kind of cool. And, you know, half the game would be here, play the movie story, and then half the game would be here, go do something else in the world. And it wasn't like anything crazy groundbreaking or anything, but it would give you at least, at the very least, a cool boss fight. And a unique feeling boss fight. You know, you'd have the unique reaction commands, and yeah, people go, press triangle to win. But, I don't know, it felt unreal as a kid playing that. I was like, holy shit. You know, Sora's doing all these amazing things on screen, and yeah, obviously press triangle to do it, but if they nuanced that a little bit, obviously quick time events were sort of all the rage back then, but, you know, God of War 2 gets away with them. Obviously they were only tied to the triangle button back then, but maybe if triangle initiates it, and then square to do a blocking action, or circle to do a jumping action, or X to do a striking action was part of that reaction command. I don't know. And then you get to like Holy Bastion halfway through, and the whole Mickey. For me, I was like, what the fuck's happened to Ricky and Miku? Mickey and Riku, Jesus Christ. I could play that all day, Turtle. That's interesting, because I mean, obviously people have different preferences, but like, I was just so happy to have. You go to those worlds for no reason, basically. If there's no reason in Kingdom Hearts 2, there is no reason in Kingdom Hearts 3. Like, why do we go to any of the worlds? We just literally just rock up. Like, we go to the first world. That's what got me so hyped. It was like, we're going to Hercules because we're going to go get our power back. And I thought, cool, that'll start the game off. We're going to go get the power of waking back or whatever from Hercules. We'll get our new clothes, and then we'll start the adventure. Awesome. And again, I'm going in with expectations, but they sort of put those out there. Yeah, Ricky and Miku, nice. Someone should do a face swap for those characters. And then you get there and Sora's just being like dunked on the entire game, and it's like, Sora, you useless shit. You can't be here. Go learn the power of waking. We're gonna go to the realm of darkness because we're this, you know, we're capable of handling it. And they get their asses handed to them over and over and over again. And then Sora's the one that ends up saving the day anyway. So it's like, what's the point? What was the point of telling him, no, you can't come with us? And then have him just save the day anyway. Like, it just makes Riku and Mickey seem shit. You know, these alleged Keyblade Bloody Masters over here. They just got dunked on the entire game. They did nothing in the entire game. They dragged the power of waking for the whole game. Well, exactly, right? And then Sora just, as soon as he knows how to do it, he knows how to do it, and he just chases off after everyone, and he's a friggin' master at doing it. So, I don't know. I feel like he should have learnt it way earlier on. Miss Radiant Garden and Traverse Town. If they were more original worlds, I think the game would have ended up being more enjoyable. With some sort of mid-game like hub world, right? Somewhere that you are able to keep coming back to, I guess. I don't know. And tie the game together. Like, Radiant Garden was a nice little hub for Kingdom Hearts 2. Obviously, Traverse Town was a nice hub for Kingdom Hearts 1. Just not even Twilight Town. Not even Twilight Town is a hub in Kingdom Hearts 3. It's just, I don't know. I keep coming back to, I don't believe this was the original vision for this game. I just don't think it was. I think The original vision would have included so much more. And obviously, like, budgets run out eventually. It's not like this game had a blank check and said, go do whatever you want, but... Yeah, exactly, exactly. He should have got it in bloody the first world, but not been able to do anything with it. That's the prayer, right? Phonomics. Yeah, I don't buy it. I don't buy it. There are some fundamental issues that you can't just fix with a patch. Oh, J-pop, 100%, dude. I 100% agree. Yeah, I'm pretty sick of this, I'll tell you what. 70% of my problems get solved if they rework the entire last world. If they change the entire pacing of the game, then it would be an entirely different game. It's just not going to happen. So Mary, thanks very much. Twilight Town is what I looked forward to the most, and we've seen how much they worked on it. There was so much left out, and they must have spent so many resources on it. Yeah, that's more or less what I'm getting at. It's that, you know, when Nomura's like, we're going to have Twilight Town back, he's not just like, it's going to be one section of Twilight Town. That's not what he said in the meeting. It was not, make sure you only include one part of it, and we're going to put a big force field over that corridor that you've run up so many times in Kingdom Hearts 2. We're just going to seal all that off. Sorry. Sorry, kids. No deal. Not allowed to be in there. We talk about it every time. It's just a shame. That's all it is. It's just a shame. Like, obviously the money ran out, the time ran out, the pressure was on from the publisher, everything. And I'm sure Nomura's already on thin ice as it is. So they put out what they had. You know, they delayed it enough times. Or a later patch since this. I mean, yeah, hopefully. Dude, I'm not saying it's not going to happen. It's not the sort of thing. I don't know. We're doing a pull, Yuffie. We'll do a pull. We'll do a pull. We'll definitely do a pull. That's what I mean. That's exactly what I mean. And you don't just make all this shit and go, oh, whoops, I guess we didn't end up needing it. No worries. These details are bigger and more detailed. Sorry, these areas, environments are bigger and more detailed than ever. It's not just like, oh, whoopsie daisies, we accidentally made this thing. There was a plan to initially have this stuff included as content, right? It doesn't just accidentally happen. You don't just accidentally make an entire enormous section. I just wish, I don't know, Nomura's obviously like an amazing visionary. An amazing visionary. I just wish he wasn't torn between 1,000 different projects at once. Himself and project manager doesn't welcome it. Most of Square Enix has this problem, except the Final Fantasy XIV team. Interesting. Well, that's fine. If you enjoyed it, you enjoyed it, man. I'm honestly glad. Really, I'm glad. I don't know. Everything about it just didn't work for me. Not everything. Just, I don't know. What I'm trying to say is, like, all the pre-release trailers, all the hype they put towards it, just absolutely everything they could do to spoil everything possible in the game that was, like, every cool moment they spoiled. Every single cool moment they spoiled in that game. Except for Sully, basically. They spoiled Scarlet. Like, they never spoil the final world in this game, in this series. They never do that. They always have a trailer that shows a shitload, but never spoil the final world. And they spoil the final world in this game. It's like, what? What are you doing? So I just honestly... I honestly worry that doing that would require basically rebuilding the entire game. Or at least changing a shitload of it. This game is not a mainstream game, they're really dope. If you have a custom character with Union Cross avatar, that's a light of the past that comes to find the missing... to help the crew find the missing Sora. That'd be kind of sweet. They spoil the end of the world in Kingdom Hearts 1. They say, you know, they show the cutscene of Goofy going, "Where are we?" And then they show the end of the world. Kyle, yeah, nice. Why not? Why not? I'm not gonna. Hello, how are you? We're talking Kingdom Hearts 3, so hopefully you've played it already, because we are spoiling it a bit by chatting about it, but... Do you see the world that never was in the any Kingdom Hearts 2 trailers? You definitely don't see it in any Kingdom Hearts 3D trailers. You only ever see Disney worlds. Birth by Sleep as well. I mean, you see the Keyblade Graveyard, but they basically... Well, that isn't even technically the final world. Like, you didn't see any of... I guess you did see Castle Oblivion in the Birth by Sleep trailers. But it's not explicitly stated we're turning the Land of Departure into Castle Oblivion. Everything about Kingdom Hearts 3 is spoiled, basically. Like, I wasn't surprised once, I don't think. I mean, I've got it all on stream. I mean, I could probably go back and find myself playing it, but... I play Persona. No, I never played Persona. Right, so, but you know everything about Birth by Sleep by watching that final cutscene to Kingdom Hearts 2. You knew who these characters were, you knew the relationship to Xehanort, you knew the plan for the Keyblade War. They were going to make a Keyblade, you knew everything about it. You knew who was going to fight who at what time. But I mean, that isn't even the final bit though. Like, you later on go to... the game ends in Hollow Bastion, right? Radiant Garden. Yeah. But what I'm getting at is you didn't know everything about, like... I knew everything about Kingdom Hearts 3 going into it. It's a better game than Kingdom Hearts 3. Maybe not Leaps and Bounds better, but still a better game. I've heard nothing but good things about the series. Nothing but good things. So at some point I probably will. I remember those days. I remember them well. Speaking of which, old blonde haired kid over here. Hey Marcy, how you doing? We're on the secondary account right now, getting awesome pulls and bitching about it, even though it's entirely self-inflicted. The guy, sure, but I mean, like, I do that with movies, I do that with TV shows. Anything that I know I'm gonna watch, I avoid the trailers for it like the plague, because I don't want to see anything. But I don't know. I guess it is my own fault. Obviously, like, at the end of the day, you're accountable for your own what you consume. But I feel like there's a way you could have cut those trailers without literally giving away all the plot points. You know what I mean? Like, is that so much to ask to not just say, hey, can you not tell us everything, literally? Like, all the dialogue they gave away? The most important parts of it? Christ, of course. Legendary Pants itself. Like, if there was a way of, even like the Heine kick that happens. We knew that, like, was going to happen to Ansem, so it's like, okay, well, at some point we're going to have to go back there. That's why I kind of got excited when the first time we went through Twilight Town and nothing had happened, like nothing sort of plot important had happened. I was like, oh, okay, I guess we must be going back here because that hasn't happened yet from the trailers. So we must be coming back here. We must do a second lap of all these worlds. And then, no, that just happens after you beat an unrelated world. We just see what those characters have been up to in the meantime. It's like, oh man, that's kind of a shame. Izzy, 100% it did. In my opinion, it did 100% spoil the game. Really badly, honestly. Like, it really, honestly, significantly negatively impacted my enjoyment of it. Having, like, seeing all the trailers beforehand. Like, if you just left it at the Dark Aqua reveal, and that's it, like, what's high school HSC is a high score challenge. Which, by the way, if you guys are just jumping in now, go to the resources tab on my Discord, and I've got a little calculator for you. Turtle, that's what I'm planning on doing. I've got a folder with all the trailers in it, and I'm basically going through and seeing how much of the game you could figure out just from the trailers alone. Because I feel like I knew 90% of the game going into it. We'd seen so much, man. Like, every important there was only like one important interaction per world, and we definitely saw it. We saw the like scene talking about Elsa and Anna, whatever. Marluxia talking about Rapunzel. We saw every single boss fight in the game, except the very last ones. We saw all the Disney ones. Those characters are in the last. The guy, that would be awesome. That would be awesome. Even something like small like that, that'd be really, really cool. I've reached a point where I really want to spend all my jewels in my main account, but the banners are dropping for free to play make me sick. I agree. They're shitty banners. Would I have enjoyed the game more? 100%, dude. Are you kidding me? 1,000 trillion%. Like, those moments were all so hyped, but you knew they were coming. The second Axel walks up and Xemnas is there and Sykes is there, you're like, oh, okay, alright, well, I guess we're about to get lasered. And then you go, oh, I'm getting lasered. And you go, alright, cool. And you knew nothing else was coming. You knew they were definitely showing the coolest part of that scene, so there's nothing else going to top it. Like the whole Lingering Will thing, we saw him. He didn't show up again for the rest of the game. It's like, if you'd seen just Lingering Will fighting Terranort in the trailer, I don't think any of us thought that would be the one and only time we see Lingering Will. It's like, okay, that's a teaser for what is more to come. Not, this is it. This is all we're ever going to see of him in this game. Thanks for stopping by. See you next time. Like, I just don't understand who made these fucking trailers and thought, what, a Kingdom Hearts fan's not going to buy this game unless we show them every single cool yeah! The only moment he was in the entire game was in the trailer. We saw 100% of it. And they do this thing where they only flash moments up briefly, but you release the trailer on the internet with the ability to pause it. Obviously, we're going to check it out. Like, fucking hell, man. Yeah, Lingering Will was 100% in the trailer, dude. That's what young Terranort is going, who are you? To him. Every single moment that Lingering Will was in the game, we'd already seen in the trailer. What do you mean got bodied? Didn't he win? I already forgotten. Didn't he win the fight? Blast Terranort with another laser? Yeah, Ashu, tell me about it, dude. Or ma'am, whoever you are. Yeah, this ultimate turnabout of, oh, I'm doing the most evil things possible, including slashing Kari to the friggin' back, because, oh no, there's too much darkness in the world. No. Excited for the future of Alicia and the Master stuff. Yeah, me too. Honestly, I am for that a lot. At least I didn't spoil any of that. I did it for the light. Yeah, garbage. Such a cop-out. After all this time, such a cop-out. If there's like potentially interesting character here and you just go and just fart all his motivation away. It's such a shame, man. I wanted that bastard to go down swinging, like with his final breath. Fuck you guys. They reveal the world that never was stuff, and Xehanort's Heartless being a thing as the last shot of one of those trailers. I don't know, maybe it's like... I remember as a kid watching the trailers on TV. I'd literally never heard of the series before. So I'd heard of it, but I hadn't actually played any of the games before. And a trailer for Kingdom Hearts 2 came up. And it just showed a bunch of Disney characters with Sora next to him. That's all I saw. I definitely didn't see any major plot releases. I just saw Chicken Little. That was about it. That's about all I remember from that trailer. It's what darkness does. It takes out the light to rebuild the world. You saw it during the Keyblade War. Yeah, but Xehanort has said the entire time he wants to put it into balance, and explicitly saying light is too dominant in this universe right now. Light is way too dominant in this universe. I want to rebuild it so that it's 50-50. That's what he was saying during Birth by Sleep. Not that we want a shitload of darkness, but that it's an equal and opposite to light. Not that, oh, no, there's too much darkness. We need more light. It's literally the opposite of his motivations the entire time. The complete and utter opposite of his motivations. Exactly, Boston. Exactly. It is I, Ansem, on the seeker of darkness. I didn't mind the whole Ansem finally giving up and be like, alright, you win. Like that, I kind of liked that. Even though he seemed to be like... Him and Xemnas were both like, oh, we're good guys now, as they died. My friend had played Kingdom Hearts 1 and was like, you have to try this game. I was like, I never heard of it. And he's like, you have to try this game. So I did, and I was utterly enthralled. Like, it was like nothing I'd ever come close to playing before. If you reset the world, isn't there a balance between light and darkness? That's what, yeah, that was the idea. He was going to open up Kingdom Hearts, destroy everything that currently existed, and rebuild the universe with a mix of light and dark. That was what he said he was going to do. That's what he's been saying the entire time. Because his motivation was because darkness had been too overshadowed. There was too much light. And then it's literally his opposite. Like, he just says the opposite thing in Kingdom Hearts. Like, if he wanted more light, surely everyone would be on board for that. Be like, hey, you know, there's too much darkness. We gotta rebuild the universe to put more light in it. Everyone would be like, alright, fair enough. There are Heartless running around everywhere killing people. We should probably put a stop to that. Yeah, man. We can do that. The guy, I'm not so disappointed by the action, more so the motivation behind it. Like, the reports in Birth by Sleep are like, Ari coded and DDD wrote him into a corner, time travel, Keyblade War, Keyblade, Mickey Mouse. None of this makes any sense. Just stay consistent. You know what I mean? Just stay consistent with your nonsense. Obviously it's garbage, but we're all bought into it. Just stay consistent with the nonsense and we'll be fine. Alright, should we do a dual pull? Cha-ching! Hey Austin, how you doing? Alright, 1 minute till tweet time, by the way. If there is such a thing. Bing. Bing. What mysteries await us today? We got a Prime Maleficent, a Mike Wazowski, a Shadow with 7 stars. A whole bunch of shit. Have you defeated the Mighty Titan yet? Alright, new tweet, new tweet, new tweet, and it's the 13th. Acknowledge us, you assholes. Cowards! Put a tweet out so we can roast you for not putting a Organization 13 event out. What? No new tweet. How old is the Master Xehanort that is controlling the Seekers in Kingdom Hearts 3? How old is he? Sorry. Apparently it is, Bio. Apparently it is. Not that I buy that, but apparently it is. Have I seen anyone beat the Tide? I've seen people sharing screenshots that they have. But, I know I sure as hell haven't beaten it. I think so. Phil didn't say a word. I can't believe that. Like, did his Japanese voice actor die or something? Or did they literally just not want to pay for Danny DeVito to come back? Like, what the fuck? Why? And I respect Rucker Howard as an actor, but his performance in... Not his performance, maybe just the direction of the performance. It's like, I guess he didn't want to just ape Leonard Nimoy's performance, but man, that's a character that's been established for a long ass time now, and for his final incarnation as that character, it kind of would have been nice for it to match the tone of the rest of the series. You know what I mean? Oh shit. Well, apologies then. Okay, I feel like a shithead. Oops. We're talking about Phil, aren't we? Awesome, that's why I'm doing them on this shitty account. To get that itch out of my system and realize, oh, the pulls are bad on this, so... Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Kingdom Hearts being the wrong color in Kingdom Hearts 3. Go again? Did someone ask me about that before as well? About the color? I just asked if that was the reason. I said, was that the reason they didn't have any voice lines for him? I'm talking shit. How dare you? Exactly, prop. Exactly. Yeah, that's true. Hasn't it been... Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they wanted to sync up with the final cutscene, I guess? I don't know. From what I understand of Rucker Hauer, like he doesn't sound like that usually. He was obviously doing his own take on the character for Kingdom Hearts 3, and I don't know, man, it just didn't quite land with me. And it's not really fair to be like, you should have done it like this, but it's even like the mannerisms of speaking, the pauses at certain places in the sentences, the sort of like sneering. Can't gift PSN games and you can't buy codes anymore for Persona 5. Didn't you say you played it already? I'm confused. I'm so confused. Oh, if I'm gonna play it, I'll play through... Should I play through the rest of the series first, though? Or should I start with 5? Does it matter? It's green in the Union Cross artwork. Is it? Do we ever actually... I suppose we do see it once in that cutscene, don't we? When it sort of like beams the light down. Do we ever see Kingdom Hearts itself, or do we just see the beam of light? I forget now. You can just jump in wherever. Sweet, 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 sweet. Yeah, I might try it then. I've got a backlog to work through first. I just played like God of War off stream. Kenny. Fine. I wouldn't mind to, prop. I wouldn't mind it. Like I said, the way I experienced Borderlands the first time was like really, really wrong. It was like I played it single player and I did like literally everything I possibly could, quest related. And I was so burnt out by the end. I was like, I'm not having fun with this. But blue in the cutscene. Yeah, right? Where is it green then? Fucking inventory management, man. Yeah, hi, there's characters that we've brought back for no other reason than to just sort of stand there. Do they even grunt? Or do they just completely stone silent the entire time? I'll do a Bloodborne playthrough at some point. I feel like I want to practice though, off camera, so I don't completely embarrass myself, but... I've got Bloodborne on the hard drive right next to me. I might play some God of War now that I know the story and can't be spoiled, but like, I'm really glad, I'm not going to say anything, I'm really glad I went through unspoiled for that game. That was a really cool experience. I really dig that a lot. And I just know some of you out there would have been itching to spoil it for me. Wait till you get to this part. Oh man, so sick. Bloodborne's amazing. Yeah, I look forward to it. I look forward to it. So it's one of those games that's genre defining hard. Yeah, I've heard that. Yeah. I was just getting it like in genre because of sound. Yes. Yeah, I will do it. Yes, at some point I will do it. Power creep has gotten insane in this game. You better believe it. Even recently, dude. Even just recently, the last couple of weeks, it's jumped up again a few more notches. It's pretty ridiculous. I need to get some food in me, dude. Being the bad mouth he was weird as hell. Mute and agreeing well. Yeah. Bloodborne? Yeah, right. Yeah. I at some point will play it, for sure. Next, for Kingdom Hearts, the smallest story, just the mobile game, or Kingdom Hearts 4? Well, everyone's saying there's going to be another Kingdom Hearts game, and then 4, right? I'm sure he's got more stories that he wants to tell. I would be surprised if getting Sora back from wherever he is in its own game, and then 4 is like continuing on from there. I don't know, I feel like the Master of Masters, like we're only just beginning to see what he's up to. I don't know, man. It's so confusing. I got a boost. I got a freaking boost. Oof. Cool, what shit? Do you want to play Borderlands? Oh, this fucking sick of inventory management. The future of Union Cross. I'm just basing it off what the secret reports say. The world seems like it's ending. Brain's gonna try to give us the boot into a new world line. It's gonna fuck up and send Scald off to go be Subject X. Go send Ven off into the future. Send who knows wherever else. So they're all in their rightful places for later on in the series. Oh, playing 2 versions of the same game at the same time! So done with gacha. I'm done with this gacha trash. Please kill me. Please. Master of Masters in this weird Verum Rex place. Then 4 is the Foretellers. After that is Darkness Saga. Is that official? Or is that people speculating? A few more pulls to go, people. A few more pulls to go. Staying alive. Staying alive. In how many draws? How many draws? How many draws? 4 more draws. Woo! 12,000 more draws and we'll get a new awesome medal. What's in the box? In the box. Hey, speaking of Phil. Migrate data, what? Why am I getting the prompt to migrate data? That's so strange. Gonna play Unicross till it dies and we're getting tired of it. Both. No, I don't know. I just wish they would catch us up on the story. That's like the only thing I really care about anymore. Because the rest is just sort of like how best to get money out of you in the most surgical way possible at this point. So I don't really care for that too much. But I do want to know what's going on. I'm invested enough in the story that I will continue, and I will see it through. Like, you know, whatever. I mean, it's fun sometimes, but the power creep is just, it's too much at the moment. It's too much. And they're not really kind to free-to-play players the way they used to be. So, I don't know. I don't even know anymore. Sometimes I really enjoy it, and sometimes I just think, like, what the fuck am I doing playing this game? Shit, Android 5. I'm in the wrong one. That's probably why, idiot. Booted up the wrong version. But you didn't have to have that medal, Austin, is what I mean. You didn't have to have that. It was obviously a huge bonus to people that did, but now there are literally PvP competitions in which you take your shit and you verse their shit, and the strongest one wins and gets the better rewards. It's like KHUx 1 was made questing a hell of a lot easier, but it's not like it was locking you out of content per se. How do I describe it? I don't know, it felt like free-to-play could play smart and still be fine back in the day. But it feels like now it's just, you really are getting a worse experience by being free-to-play. Like, free-to-play, it was supposed to mean that you couldn't pull off every single banner, you had to be smart about it. Oof, boy meets boy. Yeah, that would be rough. Aqua being the Supernova Aqua, you mean? Or which one? Yeah, I had a shortcut to Android 5 version because I thought that was going to help, but it didn't. Turns out just updating Android 4 ended up working again. And Android 5, I believe, still doesn't work, so there you go. You hate to see it. Colosseum back in Kingdom Hearts 3. Seriously, like, what the fuck? How is that not part of the game? What? Do you think TVA Plus is coming? I worry that it isn't because it was a limited time only reward. And if it was going to come back, they'd have to make a way of people paying for it again. So I kind of think it might not be. When we end game Kingdom Hearts 3 medals, throw my jewels out, sick and tired of saving. Yeah, well, keep waiting. And eventually they'll come, right? Like, probably only a couple more months from now, and end game Kingdom Hearts medals will be around. So if that's what you're waiting for, then yeah. Probably won't be too much longer. So waiting for that Supernova Plus banner, yeah. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully at some point that happens, but... Oh, boys and girls, I'm getting a little bit tired. A little bit ready for lunch, if I'm honest. So, I don't know. I said I was going to answer any questions you guys had. So if you guys have questions like setups or any of that sort of thing that you wanted to float by me, obviously I'm not going to do an amazing job or anything of answering it. But while I just sort of round out this last couple pulls, I wouldn't mind talking about that sort of stuff. If y'all were keen, hopes for free DLC. Yeah, just fingers crossed that it's... I don't know how substantial a piece of free DLC content can be, but we'll see. Take on me. Finally wrapped up the tier 8 ones. Which ones? Hey, finally got a Kingdom Hearts 3 Sora. Nice. That's the worst finisher in Kingdom Hearts 3. Oh, it's not so bad. It's pretty good against the final boss. It's grounds on Naught and Kingdom... Yeah, ground is always good. Ground has never ever been bad, and I will continue to be good. Basically, how do you get more Lux? How about I show you? How about I show you? Alright, this is like my main account, not the shitty one that I've been playing. 3 gems pack in the avatar boards. Potentially depends. What do you need them for? Are you like desperate to upgrade your current Keyblades to 35? Because it's a sort of long-term investment, but short-term, one sub slot, like one good tier 9 metal, would upgrade your Keyblade more than a shitload of gems on it would. I personally went to 36 on Fairy Stars before PvP existed, because I was like, I'll just use Fairy Stars for everything, all my content. Since then, I've never upgraded a Keyblade past 35. Like, honestly, I would keep spreading your gems around between different blades until they're all 35 before I would go further than that on any one blade. Yeah, Bio, exactly, man. Exactly. Marcy's still almost 100. Was she over 100 at one point? And what strategy the boss battles other than override attacks and HP attacks? Well, what can they do at this point? Like, it's a pretty simple game, unfortunately. The reflect thing is kind of cool, though. I don't know, Austin. I'm not too sure about that. I don't know why he would have a Heartless. But I mean, maybe. What I think about the mechanic? I worry, personally, that it's going to come to PvP. I worry we're going to have medals that give us those statuses. Okay. When you want to beat a raid boss, basically, notice every single one of my medals, every single one has Lux++ on it. Some sort of Lux++ skill. So Max and Lux++. AB5 Max, Lux++. I kind of picked shitty medals to put them on, but my main choice was, does it have raid traits? Even a medal like this, which only had one, I made a terrible decision to put a AB5 Lux++ on it, but I did that honestly a year ago at this point, maybe a few months ago, whatever. And I just sort of thought, whatever, we'll put him on there. This is definitely not the fastest way. Like, I could kill the boss faster and earn maybe less Lux, but get through more bosses quickly. So, I don't know. But at least you'll see this way, I'm earning the absolute maximum possible amount of Lux from each boss. Which is going to make me level up quicker. Well, yeah, but you notice Kairi only ever did 1 damage. So, because she's on the wrong slot in Fairy Stars. So it doesn't matter. Like, you can't earn triple. Watch. 1 damage. 1 damage. So she does absolute minimum. So, in fact, every other medal has, you know, let's say a million Lux to a million damage to 100,000 Lux, let's say. She's 1 to 1. So technically she earns more Lux per damage point than the rest of them do. But yeah, I gave it extra attack Kairi on the wrong slot, it's still going to do 1 damage. And there you go. Nearly a billion just then. In 30 seconds, basically. So, you earn a decent chunk. And then back on. Bang. You might be right. You might be right. You might be right. I'm almost done with this, by the way. That Sephiroth's amazing, dude. Yeah. Almost done. I'm so close. I'm so close. 1 left, baby. 1 left. I kind of want to finish mercying this, though. Why does Lux not appear in every other... Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know if that's like a retcon they're trying to make retroactively. Of like, oh yeah, Lux always popped out of Heartless. Or if it's something unique to the Keyblade Graveyard in which, you know, oh, Kingdom Hearts is hovering above us right now. Yeah, so our raid hour is now. Your ult is 250, that's right. Holy shit, dude. That's fucking nuts. Austin, do you know what you get as like the final board completion reward? Is it like more jewels or like a money medal or something? Yeah, so we boost at the moment. I think we're on 100%-ish boost at the moment. But we hit 135 yesterday. That's pretty rad. Yeah, we're at 95 at the moment, so If everyone would get their shit together and keep boosting for us, we'd be a bit higher than that, but... oh well. Oh man. Magic mirror, man, fair enough. I was thinking like, it's another 1,000 jewels, congratulations. I feel like, woo, that'd be sweet, but... oh well. I kinda wanna do one YOLO pull on this account, but I'm sitting at like a perfect 60k right now, and I don't wanna break that, so... Try not to do what I nearly did just then, and restart the fight. With the egg, even though you've already spawned a boss. I'm dipping hard. Marcy, I would hope from the next update we get a new Keyblade. Damn loading times. Alright, let's fight that boss while we clear out storage on the alt. So sick of doing this. Fuck, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna increase storage. Yay! I'm still technically full right now. I am. Fuck. YOLO, YOLO, YOLO. To become one. Yeah, why not, right? That'd be sweet. 2 7 stars. Ooh. It's a nice looking pool, I'll tell you that. It's upright, well, sorry, apart from Terranaut down there. Upright across the board. 2 7-star megs in the same pool. Yeah, Guion, that'd be sweet. Having a reverse Starlight with 4 reverse slots and 1 upright. That'd be pretty rad. Cool pull, cool pull, cool pull. Cool, 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 cool. Three to go. Again, this is the alt still, so everything I get in here is just trash. None of it matters. None of it matters at all. Just immersing this metal just for the fuck of it. Interesting. Yeah, someone talked about it before. I think they messaged me on Discord or something. So we'll watch it in a bit. You spend an hour in a day? I usually have it on rating in the background. I've been rating on my phone a bit more lately, just so I can, like, just play the game properly. So, like, if I'm, like, working whatever on the computer, I'll just, like, have it there, and I'll just be spawning raid bosses, but in terms of actually playing each day, I do my dailies, and that's about it. Nothing else to really do. Oh, I suppose every few hours I'll, like, clear out that, I'll clear out all my AP, just so I'm doing that quest line, whatever. But, I don't really play that much. I definitely try and raid during raid week. Like, this week I've done a decent bit of raiding. I'm fading, my boys. Should we watch this, like, KHUx commercial real quick? Yeah, Twitter, that was it. That's right, that's right. Monique. Okay, let's put this across here real quick. Can't hear a fucking thing. That is bullshit. That is bullshit. You can't use Kingdom Hearts 3 footage in a trailer for Union Cross, you cheeky bastards. It's interesting, I guess. Thank you for showing that to me, Monique. Okay. So that's the game which oddly enough makes me want to play it more. Then I see no content and leave again. Oh, yeah, okay, cool. If you can show me the other one, that'd be sweet too, eh? Yeah, Ace. I recorded those two. Nice. Yeah, Yuffie, it's more enjoyable to play now with triple speed for sure. Like, I used to hate going through story mode because it was just such a slog to like crawl around the worlds, but I kind of like it now. I can just, you know, fly across with no real time loss. It's kind of nice. Hate the limited spirit trade slots to only one slot. Yeah, boy, you gotta hit that roulette wheel, dude. You gotta hit that roulette wheel as often as you can. 4 times a day. But if you pay, you can do it more often. Just put some jewels in the machine and crank it up. It's an IG links, Instagram. You kids in your Instagrams? Krusty want out. Inventory management, dude. Sick of it. Fuck them all. That was me being extremely puzzled and a little bit disturbed by the story content. 30k jewels to get Zeus twice. Hey, guess what? You'll be dominating PvP for a little while, if nothing else. If nothing else. Yeah, probably. I imagine it won't let any links in on the stream. Hey, we got a new medal. Axel EX. Dude, remember how everyone flipped their friggin' shit for this medal? High school challenge killer, bro. Rock Tide, which everyone's shitting on because it eats up all your gauges. Rightly so. Look at that. That's a 6-star medal. Look at that multiplier. Fuck. It's ridiculous. I am Red Ranger, I am. Can we get 2 more pulls out of this before we have to friggin' sell again? Please, God. And close this app and never come back. Stom, yeah, I mean, the more you have, the better, honestly, in terms of staying relevant with... Is that it? We got Hades early after, like, 9 pulls? Fuck, man. That's the risk you take, I guess. Hades isn't bad, but he's probably the one I want the least. I mean, he's not bad, again, but... Okay. It's done, ladies and gentlemen. We got him. For some reason, I decided to do a mercy pull there, and we did it. Yeah, that was early. That was definitely early. 1 pull early, but it was early. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. I'm dumb. That was the 10th pull. Whoops. Anyway. Brilliant. Let's close this up and never ever come back. I don't know why I did that. I don't really know why I did that. Because again, it's not an account that I give 2 shits about, so... Not as many people are getting cables, so I wonder how the commercial will fare in results. Don't know. I know, right? Yeah, more boosted medals. I might have to give that account away someday to anyone that wants it. One day I'll raffle it off. I think someone was going to give me their account to do that. Do a YOLO pull. I just said friggin' 1,000 pulls. What else do you want? I might do one there. I might. One turn raids more within more. Nice. I mean, it's a good looking medal. It's like it's the Sephiroth thing of switches to single and rant all targets depending on how many enemies are left, which is awesome. It's a good trait for a medal. No. Level up quickly. No. No. Dude, can you imagine? Oh, Yuffie, don't even say it. I won't even let it get enough medals to any Moogle medals to even be in the draw. No way. Not happening. What do I need right now? So 1, 2, 3. Okay. So I earn right now with the booster time, I'm earning roughly 1 billion lux. I'll have to beat 50 raid bosses to level up right now. To level up to the next one. Send on Discord, thank you. Ace, thank you. Yes. Yes. Did you PM it to me, Ace, or did you send it to somewhere else? They need to give you more lux. They are just trying to stall us out, basically. Like, they don't want to do anything in terms of making content for us. So they put, like, I think level 800 is the cap right now, and it must require such a ludicrous amount of lux that most people will never ever reach it. Not even come close. Like, I raid a lot, and I'm not even close to 500 yet. Yeah, if you could PM it to me, dude, that'd be great. Thank you. Hmm. Rad. 489. Bloody hell, dude. Nice. Michiko. Hanging in here. Yeah, we're hanging in here. At least now with, like, a raid battle, we can just sort of turn our brain off and... 489, dude. Jesus Christ. That's crazy. Nice. Well, that's it. Like, no one could be bothered raiding because there was no incentive to do it. Like, we hit the cap. And it's like, what's the point of raiding if we hit the cap? So... It's past 500, yeah, but like 800 is the cap, and it's not a slow curve. It's always getting harder and harder and harder and harder and harder to level up. So I think even at the awesome rate that some people are rating at, like even the top guys, they're not even in the 600s yet. And this game's been out for 3 years, so I don't think they expect many people to reach 800, period. It's just an impossible goal, so they don't have to keep developing more levels, if you will. I don't know how else to describe it, but it gives us an incentive to raid, but sort of like a hollow incentive. Yuffie, basically. Yeah. And for just 1 trillion lux solo raiding. Nice. Are you gonna like try get like bang on that amount of lux, or get like a weird amount, or just however much you come up with? You must have got pretty high before, though. I don't know. I kind of wouldn't mind knowing who the highest ranked person on the server is. I know someone was bragging about getting to 500 first a few months ago. Yeah, I think that's kind of the point. Like, and if anyone reaches it, they could just go whoops and fight out like 1,000 levels if they wanted to. But the majority of the population had hit 300, and so I guess it became loud enough that they couldn't ignore it. Whereas a majority of the population will never get to 800, the current cap. Never, ever, ever, never will it happen. Never, never, never gonna happen. Lithium, maybe. I wouldn't put it past them for it just to be, here, 5,000 joules. Not that that's a small amount, but compared to those people that must spend a shitload of money on this game. Yeah, I don't know. Who knows? Taiwan was stuck at 200. Really? I've got the Taiwanese version on this and on the emulator here, but I just can't get it to work. Like, how do you know how much time you have to stay on KHUx every day? I imagine they play it almost non-stop. That's right, April 1st, that's right. Belgium as well, right? Belgium's done now. Oh, seriously, I don't know how they afford it. I honestly don't know how they can do that without earning money somewhere else, but... And, like, what did you do with your life before this game existed? Like, are you sad that you found it? Because it's basically just taken everything you ever did, and now this is all you do, is just raid and Union Cross? Like, I don't know, man. Sometimes I'm like, fuck, I wish I never started playing this game. Like, the amount of time that it takes from me already. I want my time back. Alright, I might finish up the hour. No, I'll do one pull for you on the main account. See if we get lucky, and then I might end the stream, guys. But yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. We've been here long enough, and I could just literally feel my head starting to sway. So without doing a single high score challenge run, I think we're going to end it here. Let's go, boys and girls. Thank you very much. What stops me from stopping? A lot of the times the YouTube account. I know Nox is multi-strike here. How much you got? Yeah, I don't know if I'd ever risk that. He got 17 prime, a Sully. Shit, that's a decent looking pull. It's a shame that that's boosted because I can't use it boosted. The neat life is a simple life. You're not wrong. Boosted stained glass 7. Double the terror, double the power. I mean, it's a cool looking pull. No one can deny that. It's so funny, Okay. Sad that he's on a buffer but an override. Yeah, true. However, percentage for the high score challenge. It is that Yuffie. That's true. Mother Goth is percentage of the high score challenge. You're right. What I meant was because I've already got a 7-star version of her. I was trying to say I can't fuse it into my 7-star, but no, I'm happy with that pull. As far as 3k goes, it was not the worst I've ever spent. Certainly. Newest dog. We got another Shion. That's kind of cool. We got a Terra. Okay. Got a Sully. Do I already have a Sully? I do. Shit. Dang it. Oh, a boosted one. No. Yes? No. Not a boosted one. How many power creep since I left? Yeah, Michiko, this game will leave you behind really quickly. What you just have to do is you have to keep saving up. Just don't worry about it. 7-star to guilt the 6-star. Is that how that works, is it? Let's try that, shall we? Yeah. That actually should work. Oh, it's subslots. Dang. Alright, we can't. Too many Xions to use it for trades. I'm not at that point yet, but I must be getting close. That was boosted. What one? The Sully? The Sully isn't. The Sully was evolved already. I already evolved the Sully. Yeah, Meow out. You could tell because the cost was not. The cost was not 36. So that's like the only way of telling. Because if you evolve it, the numbers will stay yellow either way. But the cost was always 36. If it's if it starts boosted. It is tricky, I'll grant you that. Sorry, I was saying to Michiko. Hang on to your account for a while. Just keep playing for a bit, and eventually, when you get enough jewels, that you can just like go crazy on a new banner, like just go ridiculously like gluttonous on the banner, especially a falling price one. Then you'll be caught right back up again. You would just be caught right back up again. We should have like a horizontal Vanitas, shouldn't we, bro? Like with a door slamming behind him. That would be sick. Bang. Oh man. Oh man. Oh jeez, Rick. Still keeping this separate in case you get a 7-star one, and then I can fuse them all together. 2k strength and monster story. Bloody hell, dude. Evolve key. Choices to be made. Alright, I'll check out some sub slots and then that's about it for me. I'm sure you guys are sick of me by now. I know I'm sick of my own voice. Got a boosted Zeus. Boosted Zeus. Boost Zeus. That's awesome. That's probably why you don't go spending a bunch of of your VIP coins on medals that you don't have the actual medal for, unfortunately. Fortunately, them's the breaks. Quick mod, you gotta turn it into a car. Can I do that? 16 trait medals. What a madman. You should. Stop it, Damien. Stop it. Stop it. Why do you do these stupid things? Why do you do these idiotic, nonsensical, dumb things? Alright, this is definitely it though. I'm definitely going after this. 7 stars. So many 7 stars. Yay! Yay! I got a Supernova medal. Woohoo! Finally. Never touched non-mercy pools. Exactly. What message? I didn't read it, Red. We got a medal, boys and girls. We got one. Danny, no Organization 13 quest, unfortunately. Nice little big hero 6 boy there. 7-star Xion. Damn it, man. Should I just keep going? No. 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 Don't be stupid. Don't be stupid. Come on. We're better than that. We know better than that. It gets under your skin, man. It gets under my skin. I think I got a trait medal for him too. Yeah, boy. And yeah, you'll be tanking if you have an extra attack on Baymax. Oh, shut up. Oh, I hate all of you. It's not bad. That's alright. That's alright with me. How many have I done for the stream? What are you talking about? I did so many for the stream. What are you guys talking about? You guys are trying to trick me again. You guys are trying to trick me. Did that to your old pal Damo? Make him spend all these hard-earned free-to-play jewels. I had to beat Sephiroth to get those jewels. Oh, was that a guess? Not a noticing. Nice call. Nice call. You guys are so mean to me. Jesus, all I do is try and entertain you, and you just Oh, and just you know, just a little something. Nothing big than Red Ranger. Okay. As long as we were being realistic about this. Yuffie, shut up. This Meow Wow's being sliced into pieces by this Keyblade right here. God dang. Lock. Lock it up. I'm actually pretty happy to have this now. Ooh. Crit City Mill. This is the problem, right? Because if I'm going to go for it, I may as well go for it. And Marcy, thank you. I appreciate that very much. And there's no point, like, just half-assing it. Because then you're basically just wasting jewels. If you're going to go, you may as well go all the way. I'm not going to spend... I don't want to spend 30k on this banner. I just don't want to do that. Because I don't... Now that I've got that young Xehanort, I definitely don't need Hades. I need... The other two would still be great, but... I don't want to spend 30k on this banner. It doesn't seem like a smart move. Have I got a horse already? No. What if I got Cloud Sora on the third pull? Oh, you mean... you mean Guardian Form Sora? What if? You guys are insane. All of you are ridiculous. I don't want to boost a Kingdom Hearts 3 Kari. What's a pull? No mercy. Oh, you guys trying to trick me again. Trying to trick me. Basically what that means is that Reverse Magic 2. More medals get out of the less I want to pull. Yeah, well, you do reduce your chances of getting the one thing that you do want, don't you? Bang. A Mercy is when, if you don't get something by X amount of pulls, you'll definitely get it on, in this case, the 10th. Is it working? Maybe. Stop it. Please, I'm too weak to resist. If I truly love you, how dare you? How dare you use that line? I invented that line. And when I get to the third one, it's going to be a shit pull, and you guys will be like, oh, sorry, whoops. One more, though. One more would be good. Do another one. Do a backflip. I know how this works. I've been in this exact situation before. Bonk. Can sell him for 3 more avatar coins. Yoo! Sick of all of you. There are horrible influences on me. Do a flip. It's like the 80th of hair that I've got. Yep. He's going to be really nice with sub slots now, actually. Fairy Stars is going to get a big boost because of him. Third time's the charm, right? I just got... There's no way I'm getting back-to-back supernovas. You guys are awful. Making me do these stupid things. Wow! A boosted shadow. Fuckers. I'm going to clip this part and put it as its own video, basically. I know, endgame medals, I know. What am I doing wasting shit on this banner for? Exactly, yeah, all of you. Exactly. Oh, whoops. Oh, shit, sorry, man. Oh, fuck. Another final boss down. Tragic. Absolutely not. No friggin' way. Oh, wow! Not the training slot. Yes. I've done 3 now. No, I'm not doing 21,000 modules in this banner. Fuck that. Alright. On the plus side, I get to raid faster now. Because my sub slots have improved. Yay. Alright, Fairy Stars. Let's see it. Whew. 2.6. Yeah, baby. Shut up. You already spent 9. May as well spend 21. You're right. It makes so much sense now. Get those slots. There's a Sephi blade right there. Alright guys, that's about it for all demo. I get some lunch. So you guys want to see ya? Yeah, obviously no Organization 13 event, which is a huge freaking shame. Oh well. I have to like clip this video and just put the pools in it, so I'm not doing it. Yeah, obviously I have enough for a 10 pool Mercy, but I'm not doing it. Absolutely not. Because that seems like a huge waste of jewels, which will get me nowhere fast. So, anyway, thank you guys. See you when I see ya. Which will hopefully be soon. I want to do more Kingdom Hearts 3. Yeah, plan of action is Kingdom Hearts Insider puts their video out. I see if I can learn anything from that. If I don't learn anything from it, then I'll just put up the video without it. Yeah, Michiko, all those high school challenge runs, weren't they great? I mainly just wanted to talk about the plot, honestly. Anyway, yeah, see you when I see ya. Bye!